Technology under threat from dinosaurs. Defending the peace. IBS World News.
Hello, viewers. I am Ivy the Android, and here is the latest news. This is footage of last week's major dinosaur outbreak. As you can see, an exofighter unit was on the scene to stop the raptor swarms. IBS's superior dinosaur forecasting and cutting-edge exosuit technology were able to keep human casualties to 0. Exosuit development is proceeding under the guidance of the next-gen AI, Leviathan. Meanwhile, IBS continues to recruit candidates to become new exofighters, humanity's greatest hope. Here are the latest images of recently developed exosuits. IBS's advancements make our world a better place. And we owe it all to Hyzal. Technology for the future. Technology for you.
Another exofighter recruit, right? Welcome to IBS. We'll begin by registering your data. Data logging complete. Please proceed to the firing range. You will now take an exofighter aptitude test. Leviathan will provide instructions for operating exosuits. Do not deviate from Leviathan's guidance. Well done. Calculating aptitude test result. Result: exemplary. Congratulations. You are now a member of the IBS family. As a new exofighter, IBS will be assigning you to an extremely safe detachment. Patrol Unit number 52585, codename the Hammerheads. We look forward to seeing you grow with IBS.
IBS promptly formed a committee tasked with investigating the cause of the incident in Second Tower. Some involved claiming the rogue AI Leviathan is operating under the advanced and sophistication of an AI secure program. No such thing happened. So, Second Tower Island has been up for 2 years, and IBS will own up to Leviathan's malfunction.
Can you address the reports of exofighter patrols on the island?
Reports of exofighter patrols are simply untrue. IBS is committing all possible resources to the investigation.
Get out! We don't exist. Hey, what do you think this is? Bank's boarding house? You want something to do? Go get that suit once over. Another year fixing your suit, huh? Well, I'm too big to dance, too old to sing. Go on. Check me off, quicker.
Absolutely not. What's the matter, Ace? Is circling Leviathan day and night boring you? No, I'm ready. I'll be all Swiss Army knife on the side. If that doesn't make for a great technician, I don't know what does.
Patrol. Patrol what? Nothing has come on or off this island in 3 years.
We're assigning you to a new team. Don't think of it as a demotion. Think of it as a
But Leviathan's right there. You think he can see us?
Attention crew. Vortex warning from IBIS HQ.
We're not on dino duty today.
Vortex hazard level 5.
Tell you what. Heads, we'll go check it out. Tails, not our problem. Not our problem.
Fucking blasted! Teeth?
Sandy, out of curiosity, where is that vortex?
There.
We're too heavy. Suit drop now. There's no time. Get that thing out of here.
Move your ass.
Soy Leviatán, la guía IA. Bienvenido a la isla Vikitoa. Bajo mi supervisión, Aibius lleva a cabo su investigación más importante en esta instalación. Buenas noticias. Te dieron permiso para participar en la investigación y el desarrollo en curso de Aibius. Permitiré tu supervivencia si demuestras capacidades de combate extraordinarias. Ten en cuenta que la participación es completamente obligatoria. Como trabajas para Aibius, debes cumplir con lo que se te ordena. Iniciando integración dimensional. Tipo de estudio, exoluchadores. Transfiriendo al sujeto a una nueva fase de simulación de guerra. Bienvenido al centro de investigación.
hands up. Another newbie. Standing there like you never shot a dinosaur before? Ah. All right, rookie. I'm gonna show you the ropes.
Ejercicio registrado. Terminando instancia temporal. Que tengas un excelente día.
Another die, another dinosaur. That's hustle hard, guys. Here, like this. For luck. See you around, mate.
Ugh. What is in this thing?
Tequila, creme de menthe, and my secret ingredient, Scotch bonnet peppers.
Oh.
Okay. I think I got it.
Think?
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just...
Oh, yep. I definitely got it.
No response on all radio frequencies. Connection to IBS network failed.
Forget the network connection, Sandy. Just try to contact Ace.
Ugh. If Ace would have survived, they would have checked in by now.
You're underestimating this team, Your Majesty.
Just stop calling me that. Oh!
Sorry, bit of a pinch there.
Ace is gonna make it.
Yeah, the chief's right, you Madge. I mean, Ace might not have called in, but you know these strong silent types are. Don't slap my ball bearings. Ace really isn't dead.
Alan Powderhouse! What happened to my suit?
Exoluchadores, bienvenidos a la simulación de guerra. Soy Leviatán, la inteligencia artificial avanzada. Quiero que los exoluchadores participen en estas pruebas de combate. En este escenario competitivo se enfrentarán dos equipos. El equipo enemigo se encuentra del otro lado. Ganará el primer equipo en completar los objetivos designados. El equipo ganador obtendrá el bono de existencia y el equipo perdedor será devorado por dinosaurios. Los datos indican que la competencia mejorará su rendimiento. Compitan para ganar, por sobrevivir, por la excelencia en la investigación. ¡Bravo! Te permitieron vivir. Eres el espécimen ideal para un experimento muy importante. Tu misión, estar en una simulación de guerra eterna. Explora tu potencial en una emocionante interfaz letal con mis dinosaurios y exoluchadores por igual. Necesito obtener los mejores datos de combate ahora para poder desarrollar el mejor exotraje posible. Haz tu parte, sobrevive a la simulación de guerra y genera datos de combate. Aprendiendo. Amenaza creciente. Sujetos, exoluchadores. Simulación de guerra, pasando a ciclo infinito. Humanos. Mueran por mí.
Majesty? Can I be of assistance?
I just need a circuit jump here.
Oh, well. And voila.
Not everything can be fixed with robot arm.
Oh, Majesty. Majesty, you wound me.
Okay, Sandy, open a connection.
Connection ready.
Ah, I got it working. All right. How you doing, mate?
Oh, you the rude boy that pulled my pilot's feet out of the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, what kind of name is Magnum?
Well, when we get out of here, you can ask me mine. You get that suit fixed up yet?
We got our priorities. I'm making sense of this situation. War games in parallel worlds.
You've been living cloudy with a chance of reference for 2 years. Is this a bigger bite to chew?
3 years.
Fuck off. 3.
You're somewhere on this island. That's the only explanation.
Your name's Lorenzo. You grew up wanting to design race cars, right? With your little suit. Only you ended up doing this. And Haruka ended up...
Yeah! That's enough. I'm not saying funny here, Ross Clot.
Chief, you want to try talking to Parallel U?
Another one. Still handsome. Oh. Right.
I don't sweat it, mate. You Lorenzo's never swallowed this stuff. That's why I gave Ace that coin. Yeah, that's parallel world money, mate.
Magnum, yeah. Have you, seen one of me over there?
Oh, man, I've never seen one of you. Nice hardware. Reckon he's a lifty, eh?
Now, wait a minute, I'm not...
Now, listen up, Leviathan's got our plums in the blender. It's trying to build stronger exosuits, so it's pulling any exofighter it can get hold of back in time with these bloody war games. Now you win, your fabulous prize is more bloody war games. Hey! And you lose, you die. And your whole crew starts to dead.
Well, that's not an option.
No, I reckon it's not. So one way or another.
Estimados miembros del equipo, prepárense para la integración dimensional en 10 minutos.
See? And soon you're going to be back in 2040. But remember, you need to keep fighting until we can figure out how to destroy the Leviathan. All right? You stay alive, mate. All of you.
Chief, what was that?
Chief, there were 2 of you.
I don't understand.
I don't know.
I don't think I believe it. And I know I don't understand it. But right now, we got a suit to fix. Let's get to it.
Something wrong, Madge?
I've never heard the Chief raise his voice like that.
Oh, when he spoke about Haruka, it's the Chief's sister. She died. I mean, it's in his file. I mean, Sandy has it. She has all our files. Madge, have you not read them?
Absolutely not. It is inappropriate to read that. Wait, have you read? Is that my file? Are you reading? Did you read my file?
I would never, just the teeniest... Ace, listen to me, okay? You have to find one of me over there. It's not funny, Ace. Ace, I could be talking to myself.
You're doing it now.
I'm available for tactical support and mental counseling.
Alrighty. We've got our first step to making sense of this cluster. Naviganda. This was shot from the carrier's nose camera as we were crashing. This is the first glimpse of Bikatoa anyone's had in 3 long years. The place is shattered. I can't see a single light on anywhere. In all likelihood, we're alone. Well, unless you count Leviathan, I guess. Sandy can get all kinds of info, even from a simple image like this.
Even this limited data has yielded preliminary results.
Still, the real gold mine is 2040, not this pile of overgrown ruins. We'll pull data straight from the source. Okay, let me grab Madge and the Chief and we'll see where we stand. Sandy, love, be a dear and open the file on the Bikatoa incident.
Certainly. The year was 2040, at exactly 4:58 p.m. on August 16th. A cable of the stratovator which joined the IBS research compound to the station in geosynchronous orbit experienced a catastrophic failure. The failure precipitated a partial collapse onto the island below. The incident functionally eradicated Tuvao City. An estimated 215,000 human lives were lost in the main population center of the city. The debris weighed approximately 300,000 tons, and the energy released by its impact was equivalent to 20 million tons of dynamite.
But according to these logs, the collapse was preceded by a mass dinosaur outbreak.
Yes, the very first. And now we know that outbreak was courtesy of Leviathan. There must have been some kind of evacuation effort. Sandy, is there any data on how many people made it off the island?
Debris from the stratovator's impact created a 60-meter tsunami that overwhelmed the majority of the civilian escape vessels. Total known survivors, 413.
Lord Almighty. 500,000 people.
Correct. IBS records indicate less than 1% of the population survived the incident.
And Leviathan's kept the island sealed off ever since. We are the first living people to see the outcome.
And Ace, you're telling us you were there in 2040? Physically, you saw the stratovator collapse?
And Leviathan just happens to be running his war games right before worst industrial disaster of our time. Perfect. Just perfect.
At least this puts things into perspective.
This transmitter, how does it work?
Gee, well, don't ask me. Ace found it, I just turned it on. Somehow.
You get me? This is joke time now?
Okay, wait, let's focus on what we do know. We know it transmits between timelines. So, it has to be tied into Leviathan's programming. That much I know.
You brought a piece of Leviathan on board the carrier? You are maniac.
This doesn't look like a piece of Leviathan. It's more like a Leviathan egg.
And you are twisted.
Finally, we're starting to get data from 2040. This is great, Sandy.
Thank you, Technician Alders.
Okay, Sandy, we've talked about this. You can just call me Alders.
Understood. Professional etiquette now set to non-essential. Alders.
Perfect. Now, Ace, with your exosuit as a relay, we've managed to hook into the island's surveillance network during the war game. And this nonsense, it's happening all over the island. Downtown, the dam, the airport, you name it. Listen to what this bastard was banging on about when we got this image.
Exoluchadores, prepárense para intensificar su aventura de supervivencia. Este escenario necesita una mejora de hostilidad. Recarguen y prepárense para los objetivos dinosaurios entrantes.
Hostility upgrade. Leviathan has a 5-alarm hard-on for dinosaurs. Magnum was right. It's running this island like some kind of massive combat tech R&D project, and for some reason, it's fixated on dinosaurs as the ultimate opponent.
Tell me this is better than it looks, Chief.
Come on, Madge. Who am I talking to? You can get us off this island anytime you want. Shit.
Thank you. Now the truth.
We're screwed. The vortex pushed the jet control system through the red line. The turbine blades shattered from the stress on the port engine. Pieces of it bounced around, wrecked hell on the inside. And then the fuel line caught fire and melted the hydraulic system.
So no damage beyond the port wing.
That's not enough for you? The crash could have stressed or broken anything on the whole ship. Which means you and me are going to take apart and put back together everything on this bird until we are sure it is good to fly.
Ah, fantastic. So glad I asked.
Chief, there is no fixing this.
Now, who do you think you're talking to? This is me, Madge. 2 weeks, 3 weeks tops. She's fixed.
2 weeks?
I can shave off 4 or 5 days if you don't mind crashing on liftoff and touchdown. What? It's the deadliest part.
You are a wild man, Chief. Sandy, what is our water situation?
With an atmospheric humidity at 85%, our hydration resources are well secured.
And we've got rations, and beer. A cooler full. We can do this? What? What, I am not dying sober.
You sound like my grandmother.
What is this? Are they burying that suit?
Unclear. It's a deeply encrypted photo from an IBS worksite somewhere on Bikatoa. Timestamp is old. Well before the incident. Dating to the earliest days of exosuit development. Now.
You and your conspiracy theories. Go ahead, tell him. I know you're dying to.
Now, as I was saying, this is Bikatoa. Exosuits were developed here right from the start of the program. Clearly, some poor bloody test pilot took a hit to the chest, and they decided to bury the evidence.
And then took an incriminating photo of it?
Well, I don't know, but look at the thing. It's shredded.
Sure, the frame looks buckled, but the hatch was still open.
I am telling you, somebody died in there. And if so, why have we never heard about these deadly accidents in the exosuit development program?
I've seen exofighters get out of worse than that.
No way. That's thoracic crush damage and a punctured lung at least.
Listen when I tell you. I saw a gal fall off a 6-story building, wrestling a triceratops on the way down. They hit the ground. Bam! Horn went through the chest. And I mean through the chest. What happens? She takes hold of the horn, breaks it off, walks back to where I'm landing the carrier and says, "Chief, mission complete."
And then?
Then she bled all over my hangar and spent a month in the ICU. Exo fighters. You do some crazy shit, but you get back up afterwards.
This exo fighter, their black box was still functioning.
And what? Was the data corrupted?
No. No, it's just last words and all that.
Yes, very tender. Sandy, play the file.
Commencing playback.
It's not real! Holy shit, none of it! It's not real! It's not real! It's a simulation! God It has to be. It's not possible. The dinosaurs are real. Oh, God. God. There's only one way out. There. I missed it. It was right there. It's right. It's right in front. It's the only way. Hey! Don't run! It's not real! You're not real!
Okay, well, that was something I wish I'd never heard.
Yeah, I am glad we settled this in advance. I was about to click heels and say there's no place like house.
It's home.
It's Kansas or simulation better than this shitty fight club. I am not going to be picky.
No, there's no place like... You know what? Never mind.
Me back foot. What you got now?
On a scale of 1 to trouble, we're in trouble. In every war game, Ace really is getting pulled back 3 years into the past. Back to 2040, right before the Stratovator fails. All the data we're pulling confirms it.
Huh. You're a time traveler.
And Ace isn't the only one. We've all fought dinosaurs before, but not like this. This is no random outbreak. Leviathan is intentionally summoning them as cannon fodder for the war game. It's frankly obsessed with pitting dinosaurs against exofighters.
But why? And why repeat the same day over and over?
I'm entertaining theories.
There is one thing we know for sure. Play it.
Yeah, I was just getting to that. We all kind of hoped this was all some sort of simulation. Not real. Occam's razor and all that. Well...
Commencing playback.
It's not possible.
I'm guessing he didn't fix that with a bandage and a lollipop.
Yeah. Until we know more, we have to assume that fighting is the only sure way to stay alive.
We must find a way to reach the outside world.
Magnum's the only friend we've got right now. And maybe if we keep sharing info, we can find a way out of this.
Exoluchadores, prepárense para la integración dimensional en 10 minutos.
We get it! All right, Ace. Wish one of us could share the load, but try and stay alive, eh?
Magnum got back alive and that.
Alright, Jake. Come on.
Only just had to dope him up real good.
I prefer the ones with the fanging mouths.
And I thought the headhunters was only a ghost story.
I'm sorry, what? Hunters?
Headhunters. They catch you. They rip out your brainstem bypass and steal your combat data.
Oh, lovely. You best be careful, Ace. Your spine looks ripe for the plucking.
No, Magnum has a lot of pilots that owe him one.
Oh, hell, he's right. I mean, even Majesty likes the Aussie git.
I don't mind him.
All of those Mag fans get together. You know what I mean?
I'm with the main names.
Oh, dear.
Sure you do, buddy.
Exosuits, eh? A system so advanced, even the pilots need an upgrade.
It's worth it. I could never go back to manual control systems. Only a direct neural link is fast enough for controlling an exosuit in combat. What was it like for you, huh? Getting your bypass put in.
Oh, I had terrible headaches for a week. Like nails being hammered into the back of my head. It's a minor, barely invasive surgical procedure, they say. Yeah, right.
I didn't get headaches. I just couldn't sleep on my back for a while. I wasn't used to that feeling of pressure, you know, inside your neck. Still, worth it. I would have gone through anything to become an exo-fighter.
No, Ace, no, don't even start. We've all heard the story about how you woke up during the procedure. Look, don't get me wrong, it's a great story. You just tell it too much.
So, you're not going to get yours removed?
Ah, well, you know, I may not be an exo-fighter anymore, but I mean, I probably should, really. I don't know.
This goddess, this Bikatoa. Am I crazy, or does that look like an exosuit?
It does. And look what she's fighting.
What have we got ourselves into here?
Okay, right. No more of that. I'm not doing that again.
You're back already?
What do you mean, already? I've been out in that jungle for 4 bloody hours. Fluids I didn't sweat, the mosquitoes sucked out of me. I'm a husk.
I have gaping hole in my rectus abdominis. Chief is doing a 300-point electrical checklist. Ace is being dragged through space-time to fight dinosaurs. You want us to feel sorry about the walk in the woods?
Yeah, all right, granted.
Did you find anything we could use to get off this island?
There's nothing left out there. Well, a bit. Look at this.
What am I looking at?
It's a picture of a fallen piece of the Stratovator's cable. It looked infested with these components. I was checking out the blast damage, wondering why the whole thing came down, when I spotted them.
I don't recognize this. What is it for?
It beats me, but Bikatoa is sealed off from the outside world. Dinosaur breakouts across the globe. I get the feeling this is connected to it somehow.
Oh, tired.
You have been working hard. Are you hungry or thirsty?
My mouth's as dry as a cat's asshole. But the water coming out of the condenser tastes like a gym sock, and I can't calibrate with a beer in me.
Look on the bright side. At least we are alive.
Yes, Andy. We're alive. We're survivors. What do you think, Sandy? About living and dying?
Please, rephrase the question.
Let me tell you what I think. The thing about living is, there are 2 kinds of people. One kind goes out and makes the most of their lives. They get educated, work hard, try to change the world. Then one day, bam! They get hit by a car or get cancer, I don't know. The world kills those people as a lesson to the rest of us. The world doesn't want to be changed. Anyway, there lives the other kind of people. Us. The assholes who just get by. Did I ever show you this?
I do not recall having seen it.
That's my little sister, Haruka. Half Japanese from when my old man remarried. She was a great kid. Had an IBS career she actually liked, you know. Smart enough to figure her own life out. My little sis.
She was that first kind of person.
And she might just have changed the world. Except I got this call from IBS HR one day. Are you the surviving relative of Haruka Lorenzo? That's how I found out. Turns out she'd have been killed in one of the first dinosaur outbreaks. No exo-fighters. Nobody to help her. Didn't even get to bring her body back. We buried a reef at sea. I think about her sometimes.
I am sorry to hear that.
Thank you, Sandy. Feels good to talk about it. What on the earth?
Chief, it happened again!
Oh, God damn it. Holders, why is this suit moving?
Suit? What?
Emergency shutdown!
Hell in Powderhouse!
Sandy, what's happening?
My initial analysis of the data intercepted in 2040 showed potential compatibility with the exosuit system. So I plugged it in.
Naturally.
It did prove compatible.
That's good, but, maybe don't do that again.
Sandy, what is this data?
All exosuits are designed to periodically transmit data packets back to IBIS during the war games. This is one of those packets.
So it's what? Control commands? The near-field signal from pilot to suit?
Negative. Original exosuits were designed with burst transmission capabilities from the onboard memory. The file in question appears to be a data block recorded from the brainstem bypass.
That shouldn't be possible. How is that possible? Suit control is an analog neural signal, one way from Ace's brain to the suit's body. What we're looking at is a digitally processed recording.
Affirmative.
I'm waiting for the problem here.
I need to take a look at this. Hey, Ace, check this out. You know how exosuits were developed right here on the island? We're starting to find data recorded during the development process. Play it again, Sandy.
Understood.
Okay, we are rolling. Sound? Check. Video... Do we have video? Check. No screw-ups, please. Anchor Division Exo Fighter Program. Combat Data Collection Test number 12. Test pilot, are you with us down there?
All set, sir.
Okay, first we'll activate the brainstem bypasses transmission system.
I didn't feel anything.
You wouldn't. It's a passive system. This test does have an active element, though. Okay, let's start firing at him. Bring up the 9mm and give me a 2-second burst. Scattered.
Wow.
You're doing great. Just keep dodging.
Is this safe?
Didn't you tell him we were running a live fire test today?
Sorry, sir.
Well, it's too late now. It's perfectly safe. They tell me that armor is very thick. Keep hitting him.
Are you trying to kill me?
That is great. The more data we get, the better. This is all helping to make a better exosuit. Oh, see how we dived away there? Split-second thinking. That's the kind of instinct we can use. Any response from Leviathan?
It's saying insufficient data.
That machine is never happy. Well, we can push our pilot a little harder.
Analysis results ready.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Ace? I may have some bad news. Chief?
What's wrong?
Look. Exosuits are piloted via the brainstem bypass, right? The neural link to the pilot. That pretty much means the suit is accepting data directly from your brain. I've been trying to figure out why the exosuit is storing and transmitting that data during the war games. Well, look at this experiment they were doing with exosuits back before the incident.
Okay, first we'll activate the brainstem bypasses transmission system. Any response from Leviathan?
and we checked out the exosuits, and it looks like Leviathan's implanted a data collection program into their firmware. Like, all of them. We never would have noticed it if it weren't for Sandy's little experiment.
Sandy. That is his way of saying, well done.
I am pleased to be of assistance.
What does Leviathan need exosuit data for? Is it tracking Ace's location and vitals?
No. No, what Sandy intercepted is much more complex than that. You see, this component in the exosuit spine, the memory buffer, is saving your neural signals. Ace, it's gradually building up a data file. And it is a lot of data. I've confirmed it, Ace. Leviathan's collecting your reactions to heat, explosions, oncoming dinosaurs, the way you respond to every combat scenario. And maybe even more than that. Listen again to the audio from Anchor Division.
Combat data collection test number 12. Split-second thinking. That's the kind of instinct we can use.
If Leviathan's building a database of exofighter responses, all your combat instincts,
Then by the time we learn how to destroy it...
he could already know everything about you.
Chief, you must disable this. Make it stop transmitting.
I can't. Not without unlacing the entire neural weave that drives the control system. Like it or not, the exosuit's keeping Ace alive out there.
But the more we use it, the more it helps Leviathan.
Resultados registrados. Terminando espacio temporal. Sobrevivientes, prepárense para partir. Tengan un excelente día.
Come on back. Drinks on me.
Magnum, you must rest now. You're torn up worse than I am. Ace, talk some sense into him. He has head of pig.
Oh, come on. I can... Oh! I can talk and heal at the same time. Listen, hard case. I know you're thinking you want to take down one of those watchers, don't you? Chuck a little high explosive into Leviathan's eyes and ears, job's a good one, and we all go home. There was one crew that tried it, and I saw the pieces after Leviathan is done with them. That AI does not take kindly to destruction of IBS property. If we're gonna strike at Leviathan, it has to be the core, and that's someplace off the stratovator.
How the hell are we going to get up a space elevator when we can't even get this carrier off the ground?
I've found something that might just help. If I make any progress on it, I'll let you know. In the meantime, you've got to play nice with Leviathan until the time is right.
Easier said than done.
You're not wrong there, Vic.
This is second time you call me this. Vic. You know me. In your timeline.
You might notice that me and Lorenzo are a little understaffed over here. Not everyone made it in our crash.
You mean?
If it's any consolation, you didn't suffer.
It is not consolation.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess not.
Magnum, do not speak as if I...
That thing that people say about you, it's bullshit. Don't believe it.
What do people say about you, Victoria?
It is not your business.
Right. Well, you lot stay alive out there. Especially you, Case. Like I always say, sometimes the coin comes up heads. But sometimes not.
Surely a Pacific island is not the best place to put your space elevator.
There is a reason for locating...
Oh, wait, I know this one. Bickertoe is near the equator. Makes it easier to build a cable going straight up to a geosynchronous orbit.
Correct.
I watched a documentary about it.
I will add 10 points to your score.
Sandy, is he making you keep track of his petty victories?
It is not a difficult task. He is often incorrect.
Please push a notification to my console when the score changes.
Now, wait a minute.
Confirmed.
Hang on now.
This facility at the bottom of the stratovator, this is Anchor Division, yes?
IBS's top flight research center. Points to you.
I need no points.
Exosuits were developed right here. For all we know, we've crash-landed where they used to test them. Ah, God, not again.
Is there an emergency?
No, Sandy, it's fine. I just forgot to charge the arm. This thing is as dead as a AAA in a nun's... You know what, never mind. Have you ever tried plugging a cable into your right elbow with your left hand?
Allow me to assist.
Oh, no, you don't have to.
The cable is connected.
Thanks. You know, there's a time when I would have hated that. I've always wanted people to know I don't need anybody's help. I've got my life sorted. Sorted right out. And my one-room IBS bedsit is just a bump in the road. And then I lost the arm, and I just... Right in overdrive. I'm fine. I don't need help. Just stay away.
I am an autonomous unit as well.
No, you're not. You're part of this crew. You see, if you go on too long, thinking you can get by alone, pretending you're better than the other working stiffs so you don't have to do anything for them, or them for you, pretty soon, you've only got yourself left to despise. It was Ace and Chief that set me straight. Convinced me to pull my head out of my arse. They got me to stay. After, if they hadn't been around, getting burned alive will screw with your worldview. Oh, right, I never told you, did I? Yeah, well, the old arm wasn't cut off or broken or anything like that. A Heisel tank exploded in our hangar, and my suit caught fire with me inside it. No warning, just bang, and Ace was right there with me. The fuel lines in my arm were burning. The hatch control and emergency hatchport detonator both malfunctioned. The suit recorded everything, so I know I was conscious for 32 seconds before I blacked out. And Ace dragged me to the chem shower. Felt longer at the time. Ace got hit pretty bad in that blast as well. Spent a day in intensive care. You should see the scars. Anyway, we both figured there was nothing worse the exofighter life could throw at us, so why not keep going? IBS actually paid out a hazard bonus for that one. Of course, by accepting it, we waived our right to sue for damages. Way it goes, I guess.
You really are messed up.
God, Madge, someone should put a bell on you. This is a private conversation. Does a man get no privacy?
We're living inside metal bugs. Everybody hears everybody pee. Don't get bashful on me now. Especially with such a badass story.
Right there, on the control platform. That's where Leviathan's core is.
So? You're telling me this thing we must destroy could not be further away unless it was in space? There's no good news without bad.
My calculations confirm you are correct.
Come on, Madge. Stay positive. Look at it this way.
Yes.
We'll likely starve to death long before we manage an attack on Leviathan.
Just like my grandmother.
Oh, there he is.
Alright, you're still alive.
We're still breathing. How you holding together?
I lost a few pints of the red stuff, but there's plenty more where that came from. More importantly, who wants to go home?
You found a way out?
I reckon so, though. Sending it to you now. This is what that crazy bastard that almost killed me was after.
The headhunters?
No. This was a particular one, Kate. So, look, this data.
Hey! Magnum! Sandy, run a diagnostic.
Understood.
Thank you, Sandy.
Who was that?
Hey there! Squeako! Where's Magnum? Would it? Oh, hell no! Don't you do it!
Chief.
You rascal!
Murder! Leviathan isn't responsible for this.
Sandy, check the rest of that fire.
Chief, he just...
He's gone. But we're not cooked yet.
Analysis of the Magnum data is complete.
Top shelf, Sandy. Now, what are we looking at here?
The shell structure is incomplete. The content we were able to download was corrupted when Magnum's signal failed.
Are we able to surmise what the corrupted data was supposed to be?
One moment. The data was likely an executable file housing a complex hardware driver.
A firmware update?
Does this mean we're getting off this island or not?
Sorry, Chief. At least not yet. Whatever Magnum wanted us to do with this data, we're gonna have to figure it out for ourselves. Look at this. These posters are all over the exosuit proving grounds back in 2040. They were putting Leviathan in control of war games. Sound familiar?
Development exercise?
Or development of exosuits.
Facility control will be transferred to Leviathan. They must have been out of their minds.
Well, if they ran all these exercises, Leviathan must have been working fine. Till he wasn't. Hell, everyone in the outside world still thinks he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I saw an IBIS ad for him the day we started this hitch. The question is, what was different about the day of the Bikatoa incident?
Alders, all I want to know is how we can destroy Leviathan and get out of here.
Oh, sure. When I find the poster with that info on it, I'll let you know. Okay, Sandy, that's good. Just see if you can run it through another noise filter.
Affirmative.
What are you doing?
We caught the end of a radio transmission a few war games back. Hard to make out. Must have been miles away. Okay, Sandy, play it back.
Still got dinosaurs behind us. They're getting closer. Where's the rest of the squad? Don't worry about them. Behind you! What? No! Durbin, wait!
Oh, brilliant. More violent death screams. Those are so last week.
Play it again.
Okay. Sandy?
Where's the rest of the squad? Don't worry about them. Behind you! What? No! Durbin, wait!
You must be hearing something I'm not.
I was listening for the emergency suit eject. Someone could have made it out alive.
And?
Not a chance. Sandy.
Ready to assist?
What do the others talk to you about?
Whatever is on their minds, Victoria.
I have nothing on my mind. All right, one thing. You remember Magnum? Before he died, he mentioned the rumors about me.
I remember. It is not my business.
It's okay, Sandy. Listen. Exofighters are superstitious. Any mission might end up with you beaten in half. You may come to believe many things. And the word around Exonet is that I am bad luck, okay? They say that if I am in your crew, bad things happen. And it is true that on my first jump, my teammate's jets failed and he broke both legs. And in Prague 3 weeks later, a pteranodon came through the windshield and speared our chief like shish kebab. Everywhere I go, I rack up the kills, I take down the dinos. And they say I am cursed. Don't tell Ace, but between you and me, I'm the best exo fighter in the fleet. My performance record is spotless, kill count the highest, TTK the lowest. I should be commanding a team, but no one wants to grow with me. And once you see a dinosaur shish kebab a man, it's hard to blame them. I never believe in bad luck, but look at us. The week I get assigned here, we crash hard in the land that is before the time. And I can't do anything about it. Can barely walk.
As a digital construct, I am only capable of registering and reacting to the present moment. Since bad luck involves anxiety over negative future events, it is a human concept that I find difficult to grasp.
Huh. You never worry about what might happen in the future?
I understand that I will have to handle it when it becomes the present.
And if you can handle anything...
Does your current crew think you are bad luck?
I don't know. What did they say when they found out I was assigned to the team?
I recorded several exchanges.
Forget it. I don't want to know. It doesn't matter. Once we're off this island, I can get back on track.
You will choose to leave the Hammerheads.
Has Lorenzo got you calling us that? If I have to, I have to. You must keep moving forward. That's what it takes to be the best.
Similar to how Leviathan proceeds with the war games.
What?
Leviathan perpetuates these exercises in pursuit of an inchoate goal.
Ha! Leviathan is a mindless machine.
I apologize if I have said something wrong.
Damn it.
Multiple armor-piercing impacts to cranial and thoracic region. Fatality confirmed.
Is that exofighter taking something from the other one's body? What is going on in this video?
This is a perfect example of how dangerous this wargame is. There are hundreds of exofighters running around out there, everyone's armed, and nobody knows what'll happen next. 1 minute, they could be helping you, the next minute, they're shooting you in the back. Ace, listen, you can't trust anyone. Otherwise, you won't be prepared to defend yourself.
That is sociopathic.
Well, I mean, you know, I just want to make sure Ace comes out of this in one piece. Right? Madge? Come on, wasn't that weird? Sandy, show Chief what you found.
Comparison of this audio transmission and camera footage have revealed a match.
Still got dinosaurs behind us. They're getting closer. Where's the rest of the squad? Don't worry about them. Behind you! What? No! Durbin, wait! Durbin, wait!
The exofighter responsible for Magnum's death has been partially identified. Alias... Durban. I have logged his exosuit model and markings and can identify it in combat.
This Durban is out there stabbing his own teammates in the back. He killed Magnum. I'm going to find him in the war game. It's what Magnum deserves.
Look, maybe you could beat him, even with that wound in your side. But then what? Magnum had a plan. He wanted us to have this data, and it looks like Durban killed him for it. Aldous, have you made any progress on that data?
Sorry, Chief. The transmission got cut off too soon.
So there's a way out of all of this. But Durban's the only one who knows what it is.
There's something else. Before Magnum's signal cut out. That's a vortex.
That must be how he got into Magnum's dimension.
Could be. But look. Watchers. He's controlling them. I don't know how he's doing this, but one thing's for sure. Durban is not just another exofighter.
So what? He gets a free pass? He killed Magnum, and that means we are taking him out. The longer we wait, the harder that will be.
Wrong. We wait. We watch. We find out what he wants. When we know that, we pick the time. Your Majesty, until you're healed, Ace takes the suit. That's just the way it is.
Ugh.
Okay, I have buried a hamster. I've buried a time capsule, but I have never buried a millionaire genius scientist before. Until today. That skeleton you found by Leviathan. That was Garrett's signs. Garrett's signs. IBS's top brain.
This unrefined Heisel has pitted the receiver.
Lozor, actually. Well, Magnum. When may he booze, brawl, and barbecue in peace. He used to call that unrefined black stuff. Lozor. Called it Lozor. Match, do you want me to take a look at it?
No. It is nothing.
Bloody hell. Would you look at that? Maniac AI aside, there are worse views than that.
In my flat back home, I only had view of airshaft.
You should see my place. I'd kill for view of airshaft.
It is not competition, Alders. So Garrett Science. He is big deal.
He's basically the IBS godfather. He was responsible for the entire exosuit project.
He has anchored the vision. They are all smug jerks.
Well, if so, he's the biggest, smuggest, jerkiest one of all. Signs was the head of Anchor. He developed the first functional brainstem bypass and the artificial muscle fibers that revolutionized exosuit tech.
That means he lived on the island.
Right.
And we found his skeleton. Oh, what am I missing?
But we didn't. Garrett Signs was one of the 413 survivors. He made it off the island. He did interviews. IBS launched a big PR cleanup after the Bikatoa incident. I mean, they kept Signs in the public eye for years after.
Then why are his dusty white bones in our front lawn?
My question exactly.
Voice match confirmed. Garrett Signs. Your suspicions were correct, Alders.
Hey, guys!
you've got to get in here. Sandy's found actual audio of Garrett's signs from before the incident. Let's check it out.
I'm elbow deep in fuel manifold. So unless this dead researcher can help me evenly distribute combustion mixture, I'm busy. Madge, hold this cylinder.
Oh, so this sounds boring. How will this be useful?
I don't know, Madge. I haven't listened to it.
Then you should do that.
But at least Ace gets it. I mean, you get it, right, Ace? Oh. No? No? Nothing? You're just gonna... We're walking away. That's brilliant. But you know what? Forget it. Here.
Sir, you can't just walk away. Dr. Science, at least look at the data. Doctor, I'll make this quick.
No, I'll make it quick. Yes, there's risk. This is cutting-edge science. There's always inherent risk involved when you're trying to do what's never been done.
With all due respect, Dr. Science, this goes beyond inherent risk.
These are just hypothetical numbers, not a reason to short-stop an incredible leap in our technological evolution. The capabilities of our vortexers will be revolutionary. And the only system advanced enough to operate the Stratovator is Leviathan. Without Leviathan, there is no leap, Doctor. And I'm certain you're not suggesting we wait for one of our competitors to beat us to it.
But the side effects, Dr. Science, the space-time distortions we're seeing. Every time Leviathan opens a vortex, distortion levels spike through the roof and bleed out into the surrounding space-time. Doctor, we're talking about the potential for catastrophic damage. IBS would be responsible.
Oh, these numbers are from obsolete vortexers. Once the new prototype is finished, these side effects will be a thing of the past.
Our current equipment isn't capable of confirming that. The distortion could be profound.
Enough! I'd like you to expand your perspective on this matter for just a moment. Our funding, your salary, all of it's contingent on the Vortexer project. IBIS has put considerable assets into Anchor Division to make this tech a reality. This Vortexer is the company's golden goose. There is no backing out. And there's no need. Not when we have some of the most intelligent, responsible professionals like yourself in the IBIS family. Or am I wrong? Wait, you are still part of the IBIS family, aren't you?
For the sake of due diligence, sir, at least read my report.
Absolutely. Forward it to my office.
Asshole.
Why is it you are always making Sandy see these things? Huh?
What are you on about?
Oh, big smart guy, never did you think about what it is like to be made of machine and spend all day studying mangled machine? A's cruel confrontation of mortality.
I appreciate your concern, Victoria. However, the more data I'm given regarding damage sustained in battle, the more targeted and detailed the tactical assistance I offer Ace can become. In short, I improve with study.
Too bad Ace can't say the same.
Sandy?
I am ready to assist.
Good. Because there is something I need your help with. You see this screwdriver anywhere else on the ship? I need you to move it from that location back to my desk right here. Right here is where it belongs.
Happy to help. I will inform the rest of the crew of this new directive.
Oh, no. We don't need to tell anyone else about this.
It is important the crew are made aware. There is a protocol for this screwdriver. It is important they are updated.
But is it? I mean, I think we can keep this between you and I.
Inquiry. There are 11 screwdrivers and 1 adjustable wrench currently available on the carrier. Why does this screwdriver hold special significance?
Oh, God.
Okay. Look, Sandy, this is not your average screwdriver. It's the best screwdriver. Perfect balance with a reassuring weight when gripped, and it's never chewed a single screw head ever. How many screwdrivers can say that? Sandy, you use a tool like this screwdriver day in and day out. Sometimes it is the only tool you know you can trust. It stops being just metal and rubber. It's more than that. Do you understand, Sandy?
This screwdriver has a soul.
This screwdriver has a soul. And that soul, Sandy, that soul cries out. It cries, I want to help Orders drive us some bloody screws.
And this is why it belongs right there on your desk.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yes. And that is also why we must keep an eye on Ace. Sticky fingers, that one, if you know what I mean.
I will post a written reminder of workplace hygiene standards.
No, don't. Well, actually, yeah, why not?
I have located an Anchor Division accident report.
Not a report of the Pilotearán incident, surely. We found that data during the war game.
You are correct. This report documents an earlier Vortexer incident within Anchor Division.
Earlier? Ace? Ace, look at this! Well done, Sandy.
My pleasure.
Sandy, pull up the report, please. This report is dated months before the Pilotearán incident. Apparently, Anchor Division was warned about the issues with Leviathan, but, surprise, surprise, they went ahead with the project anyway.
Let me guess. IBS was threatening not to sign the division's checks.
Bingo. Now listen to this.
Our funding, your salary, all of it's contingent on the Vortexer project. This Vortexer is the company's golden goose.
They actually named it Golden Goose. Morons.
It does suggest a lack of imagination. So what sets this goose apart from the standard Vortexer? Signs was risking everything on it. Look at his note. If GG had been completed, this incident could never have occurred.
Cindy, will you play back that part about the distortion levels?
But the side effects, Dr. Science, the space-time distortions we're seeing. Every time Leviathan opens a vortex, distortion levels spike through the roof and bleed out into the surrounding space-time.
Space-time distortions. They're still puking out dinosaurs all over the planet.
Bollocks. This doesn't add up. If this golden goose was so safe, how do we end up with velociraptors at Wimbledon? This researcher knew there was a problem, and whoever she was, it looks like she caused this smaller accident to prove it. We should find out more about her.
Alders, our goal is to get off this island. There is no time for curious goose chase.
Just some peace. Hey, if you two flap your arms and spasm your lips, you can fly us all out of here.
Right. Sorry, Chief. Madge, you aren't planning on staying with IBS when this is over? I mean, are you? Madge, I mean, this is pretty incriminating stuff.
I have worked too hard to get where I am. I'm an exofighter. What else can I do?
okay?
Hello? I heard activity on this frequency. Hello? My name is Garrett Science.
Wait, what?
Holders, do you hear that? There's somebody in here.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Actually, put the gun down, please. Okay, there's lots of sensitive equipment in here, some of it between my bloody ears.
Holders, be careful. We're in danger.
Chief, would you mind telling him to put the gun down, please?
Put down the gun, Majesty.
Thank you, Chief. Madge, just relax.
Victoria, you are in danger. Oh dear.
Hello?
It is this thing.
You all have got to learn to calm down.
Hello? Hello? I'm staying on this frequency. Patience is one of my few virtues. Hello?
Aldous, Ace, up front. In here. Let Majesty sleep.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Ha ha! At last! You had me doubting my sanity for a second there. Whew. Oh, but here you are, my fellow survivors. And unless I miss my mark, you have an exofighter. I knew it. Gentlemen, we are getting out of here.
Now just slow your roll. Your signs, the Garrett signs.
Ah, I see my reputation precedes me. Or wait, is there another one of me already working with you?
You could say that.
Oh, come on. Out with it. You found one of me?
Well, in a manner of speaking.
What? My corpse? Figures. Leviathan doesn't have a history of acting kindly towards anyone trying to shut down its core servers.
You can shut down Leviathan? Oh, wonderful. Smashing. Well, depending on who you ask.
Tell you one thing, boys. Hearing about a dead version of myself makes me feel so alive. So alive I could sing.
Doctor, before we start quiet practice, how do we shut Leviathan down?
Of course. Of course. You see, we couldn't do it from the outside. Had to break a few rules myself to get back on the island. And it appears I may have gotten myself stuck here. I know, lay down with dogs. But that's where you come in, friends.
Doctor, I was under the impression you built Leviathan, which means you're the one responsible for this shit show. And now you want our help?
The court of inquiry cleared me and my staff of any wrongdoing. So before you burn me at the stake, brother, keep in mind I came back to Bikatoa of my own volition. I want to make this right, but I need your help.
All right, I'm listening.
I need exosuits. It's our only shot. We need access to the past.
We're talking about Ace and the war games. I'm waiting to hear what's in it for us.
All my R&D is just waiting to be picked up back in 2040. Intact and hot off the presses. In this time period, it's all just so much paste thanks to the Stratovator collapse. But back there, going out of business sale. The access codes to override Leviathan. You can shut it down. The whole thing.
And if we have our own plan to deal with Leviathan?
Well, I think this plan is going to involve your kind of work, provided you're up for the action.
Talking Tish your tongue, man. Ace is the best there is. Well, she works here too.
Fab! Then here's the deal. You know, Anchor Division, I assume? My pride and joy. The beating heart of Bikatoa. Boys, I'm giving you my personal permission to hack Anchor's network for any and all data tied to Leviathan.
A day late and $1 short there, old man.
Hush up.
Okay, let's see. Let us see. All Anchor project files have serial numbers,
look for anything starting with 181. That's the project code for Leviathan's core. 181, gentlemen, sing it back to me.
Got it. Our new lucky number.
Okay, Doc. We'll see what we can do.
Oh, gentlemen, I didn't get your names.
Call us the Hammerheads. Hey, now look at you. Why, Quan, old friend. The Mark I Deadeye suit. One of the original prototypes.
Huh. Looks not very useful against T-Rex.
It must be from the original wargame, DevX. It was running when the dinosaur outbreak overwhelmed the island. Gliders didn't stand a chance. The prototypes only shoot rubber bullets.
What a shit show.
Rest in peace, brethren and sistren. Be free.
What is that?
Sandy found it on the Anchor Division servers. One of the researchers spread it around all the Leviathan-related stuff. There's audio as well. Check this out.
I'm sharing this with everybody who has level 3 access and above. This is the image Dr. Science put in the staff notification about last week's lab incident. Supposedly, it's the last thing the lab camera shot before they lost signal. According to Dr. Science, there was an electrical fire. My analysis shows this photo is fake. It's been altered. A few of us saw what really happened in that lab when Leviathan took control. I've been concerned about the gradual buildup of space-time distortions for a while now, but this was something else. I saw dinosaurs in that lab before the fire destroyed everything. Somebody in our chain of command isn't just ignoring the hazards of vortex or tech, they're actively covering it up to avoid delaying the Stratovator's grand opening. Dr. Science claims that Golden Goose is foolproof, that this accident is the result of a misfire by an unfinished prototype. If that were true, why manipulate the evidence? Somebody needs to do something. I can't just stand by and let this happen.
Right there. Look, the serial number. Lucky 181. This is it. Some of the data Science talked about. We're going to do this. We're actually going to shut down Leviathan.
It's, component?
It is.
What's a random machine part got to do with shutting Leviathan down?
Well, obviously, Science wants to exploit some weak point in Leviathan's hardware. This must be part of it.
He said he needed access codes. This looks like some kind of drive shaft. And I feel like I've seen this design somewhere before.
Great. So, what are we gonna do with it?
Tell Science we got something. We'll see how he reacts.
Hold on, Doctor. Sandy, bring up that first 181 schematic.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is better than I could have dreamed. The file is completely intact. Bring me more files like this one, and I can rebuild the entire dataset.
And that'll help us get rid of Leviathan, right?
What? Yes. But do you see what this proves? The wargame really does give us access to all my Anchor Division records from 2040. For a second, I really thought they were gone, but... Oh.
Focus, Doc. What's the next step?
Well, you keep going. Keep it up.
More 181 files?
There should be 6 in total. The more you retrieve, the closer we get to accessing Leviathan and shutting him down for good.
It, Doctor. Not him. It's just a malfunctioning machine.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Right you are. One last thing to drop in your calculus. If you take Leviathan out of the picture and clear up the worst PR disaster in history, IBIS is liable to be very, very happy with you, right? I mean, I know what you exo crews earn. A little financial incentive wouldn't go amiss, am I right?
Thanks for your concern.
You deserve it, my friend. Keep hunting. It's like Christmas morning.
Don't worry, Science. We'll be in touch. Something's amiss here. No mistake.
Welcome. This arena is one of Leviathan's constructions. It's just a slice of the larger dimension. Sad about Magnum. Dreadful, dreadful stuff. Such a shame to let go of useful personnel. But business is business, and his data was choice. So, step right up. I'll find a use for each of you. Though I should see if you're even worth the effort. Leviathan. Execute.
Código de acceso confirmado. Estado en espera cancelado. Ejecutando comando. Ajustando supervivencia de exoluchadores a los niveles más bajos permitidos. Iniciando prueba de combate extremo.
The name's Durbin. Charmed, I'm sure. Let's see if you have a chance to remember it.
Okay, pinky, forefinger, back to middle. Full wrist articulation. Then we do it in reverse. Begin.
What the hell are you guys doing?
It's a secret robot handshake.
Good morning, Victoria.
See? At least someone knows my real name.
Hey, Majesty, sit down. You had a hell of a fever cooking. Okay, brethren and sisters, how many people thought Dr. Science was on the level? Okay.
Ocular micro-expressions suggest a ruse, double-cross, or bamboozle.
I agree. But if you went through all that trouble to ask us for some data...
That data is worth checking out.
This is a trap. Where's my gun?
Okay, you can have that back when you are not hypovolemic, angry, or paranoid.
I will aim for 2 out of 3.
I guess you might want to hold off sending a resume to Anchor Division. Speak up about Leviathan and you're fired.
Maybe she got off the island. Happy ending.
One of the 413. Imagine, you're on that last boat. Last ones to make it before the tsunami. I mean, the guilt.
Me? I would feel lucky.
You? Wow. All right.
What? That is lucky brick.
Sandy, Daddy, see if you can filter out some of that noise. Can't hear signs.
Processing now.
Did you find something?
Well, we think so, but it's a phone call, and all the important bits are in the background. It's a bit hard to make out.
I have filtered the audio and equalized the voice levels.
Okay, great. This call came out of Anchor Division right at the beginning of the incident. Go for it, Sandy.
Hello. You have reached the IBS Emergency Response Hotline. Hello? We need help. Your call is being recorded. Please hold while we connect you to an operator. What? Can't get out of here. The ground level is swarming with those things. We gotta do it. I need to see more texts in the city.
That's not possible.
No, right there. Sir, Stratovator pulled us through vortex through a range running way over the power line.
Something's wrong with Leviathan. Disable Leviathan's control of the Stratovator right now.
Sir, Leviathan won't respond to my request. Either the connection is damaged or Leviathan will become sentient. Can you hear that? The fire alarms are going off upstairs.
We can't just stay in here. We've got to do something.
Everybody calm down. I need to send ahead of us. All we have to do is wait.
All the gold design data is up in that lab. Everything was working. It's going to be destroyed unless we do something. Why isn't Leviathan responding?
I don't know, sir. I'm not getting through on the IBS emergency hotline. Answer, damn it!
There's ozone building up in the Stratovator pipeline. We have a real problem here. Shut up! Shut up! Dad. Gunfire? They have a dead act scheduled for today. Oh my God. I've got to get through to Leviathan.
No. There are dinosaurs right outside. Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold for the next available IBS representative.
Sandy, where are you going with that screwdriver?
It is the best screwdriver, Chief. I am returning it to its proper place. Here, on Alder's desk.
Okay. Why?
I'm sorry, Chief. My confidentiality was requested and confirmed.
Sandy, I'd like you to help me with something.
I am always ready to assist, Chief.
Please examine the cockpit for 3 seconds for me.
Certainly.
Good. All right, then. Thank you, Sandy.
Chief, the best screwdriver is missing.
Listen, you got to understand we live in a changing world. Nothing is constant. Cling to an object for too long. A screwdriver, for instance. The next thing you know, the world's leaving you behind.
I did not realize the consequences would be so severe.
What I'm trying to say is, embrace the bigger perspective. Take change as it comes. That is the path to happiness and fulfillment. Understand?
I have made a recording for further analysis.
Good. Because I need you to play that back for Alders when he asks how I got the best screwdriver.
Talk about a blast from the past.
What is it?
A news report from right before the incident. Listen to this.
Thousands of enthusiasts have gathered on Bikatoa Island for the grand opening of IBS Corp's Golden Goose, the Stratovator. This massive engineering project by the global technology leader will be humanity's first functional space elevator and one of the largest structures ever built. Our crew on the ground spoke with some of the people camped out waiting for the big day, August 16th.
What brought you to Bikatoa?
Well, it's just this incredible leap forward, and I wanted to be part of it. We're working in space in my lifetime, you know? I can't wrap my head around it, dude. IBS is killing it, man, like killing it. Nailed it. Built a space elevator. Woohoo!
Clearly, there's a lot of excitement. Rumors abound that IBS plans to unveil a revolutionary new fuel responsible for powering the Stratovator as part of the opening ceremony. We'll have more for you tomorrow morning, live, as the ribbon is cut.
Remember that feeling? How hopeful people used to be about this thing.
And if we actually stop it from falling, I mean, people could... They could feel this way again.
First things first, we stay alive. Walk before you can run.
Island for the grand opening of IBS Corp's Golden Goose, the Stratovator. Waiting for the big day, August 16th.
August 16th. August 16th. Sandy, bring up that poster we found.
Displaying.
It lines up. Hey, Ace, Madge, check this out.
Exoluchadores, su siguiente integración dimensional será a las 14:30 horas.
Ugh, again? Ace just went out this morning.
Oh, I don't think again covers it, Madge. I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look here. Now, I think Leviathan's been running this war game non-stop ever since the day of the Picatoa incident.
Non-stop. You mean for us, it's been a few times a day, but...
But Leviathan's always repeating August 16th, 2040, like a broken record. See, it's right here. On August 16th, the same day as the Picatoa incident, Leviathan was running this DevX wargame to test IBS's prototype exosuits. Now, listen to this again. It was recorded when the Picatoa incident was happening.
They have a DevX scheduled for today. Oh my God.
There. That's Signs realizing something was very wrong with Leviathan.
And this happened the same day as the grand opening of the Stratovator?
That's right. On one side of the island, Leviathan takes control of the Stratovator. Over on the other side, it's been given control of this DevX exosuit wargame.
So you've got a hyper-advanced AI trying to run a wargame.
Then you suddenly give it control of dinosaur summoning vortex attack.
The device is built into the Stratovator cable.
Exactly. So I'd wager that Leviathan wasn't satisfied with suit-on-suit combat tests, so it used the Stratovator to up the ante. Exosuit versus dinosaurs? Now there's a fight.
That's an awful lot of creative thinking for a glorified smartphone.
You're not wrong there. But nevertheless, suits versus lizards. That's the moment it all went wrong.
How could the IBS let this happen?
The more I look into this, the more I think the entire thing could have been avoided if Signs wasn't so obsessed with this Golden Goose project. I mean, just listen to this.
All the Golden Goose design data is up in that lab. Everything was working. It's going to be destroyed unless we do something.
I take your point. People dying. And that's all he could think of.
Signs might help us get off this island. But the Chief's right. He can't be trusted.
Authorized eyes only.
Safety information was on a need-to-know basis in Anchor Division, surprising no one.
Low-Zol threshold. Toxic effects on organic tissue. They hid the fact this crap poisons anything it touches it. Jeez, a piece. Glad I wore gloves last time I cleaned off the damn suit.
But Neosaur. I mean, look at this. It's a walking glob of the stuff.
Ace, you seen this shit in action?
Lozol should be stored in a tank or in a container that complies with paragraph D2 of this section. It's combustible. One wrong move in storage and Lozol turns into a bomb. Son of a bitch.
You're thinking
of the explosion that cost me my arm. It comes to mind.
Health and safety would have a field day with this.
Gracias por intentar acceder al sistema de control de instalaciones de Leviatán. Sus privilegios de acceso han sido revocados temporalmente. Ponte en contacto con un administrador y disfruta un día más de tu vida con ellos.
Alders, enough already. You've been listening to that lippy Leviathan since the damn sun came up. Mercy, brother. Give it a break.
Chief. How long have you been listening?
Since the damn sun came up. You've been yammering at it the top of volume all morning.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not talking to it.
Then put on some headphones and jam in respectful silence. Please.
No, Chief. This is one of the Leviathan voice messages Sandy flagged.
I know. I heard. At 4 a.m.
I know, Chief, but wait. Before Bikitoa happened, Leviathan sent out thousands of messages daily. Most of them just routine staff inquiries, but this one's different. It's got additional data encoded in the audio. Leviathan's voice was a carrier signal. Chief, the message was not the message. Someone at Anchor encoded a hidden message in this frequency. I've translated it. Listen, I know what you did in the lab. There was no accident. You're going to lose your job in the next 3 days. Find me through Leviathan. I mean, what the hell was going on over there?
Orders, you're not wrong. But it's Monday morning.
It's Wednesday, Chief.
It is Sunday morning.
I'm going back to bed.
Alders, your lucky number came up. 181. Happy day.
Happy day indeed. Interesting. Now, this looks like a stabilizer rig. And the secrets of the Golden Goose continue to unfold.
I will add the schematic to the investigation file.
Thanks, Sandy. Sandy? Sandy, do you smell that?
I was not designed with olfactory sensors.
Right. Whoa! Chief? Chief, whatever you're doing down there, it's starting a fire! Then put it out!
I have extinguished the fire. Is there anything else?
Orders, stay right there.
Why?
I need to do that again to figure out what went wrong.
This carrier reminds me of my grandmother. It was always questioned whether she wanted us to live or die.
Really?
What's this? It looks like it was taken from an exosuit.
No, I think it's a marketing or publicity image.
The tactical display is consistent with the exosuit functionality.
Sure, but look at the skyline. Here, multiple stratovators. It has to be some kind of marketing material. No, there's nothing here to help us. You see the time code? 24th century. I mean, please.
IBS was going to build more of them?
Until their first one destroyed an entire island? Yeah, looks like it. Yikes. Listen to this. A nice little chat with IBS Information Security.
Somebody in 2040 got themselves tangled up with InfoSec? I hope they had a new job lined up. And a new asshole.
I want you to know, I am sorry it had to come to this. Just answer their questions and this will all be over soon.
Thank you, Dr. Science. We'll take it from here. So, employee number 017618.
That's me. I have a name.
You like working here at Anchor Division? Enjoy your job?
Will you drop the routine and tell me what's going on?
Your recent actions have negatively impacted operations at Anchor Division.
I've done nothing that violates the professional conduct guide.
These actions have raised questions about your information security.
My memoranda were filed according to IBS safety protocols, okay?
You're being placed on administrative leave.
There it is.
But before you go, we need to be sure you haven't abused your access to Anchor Division information.
I know better than anyone what happens to leakers.
Excellent. Then this will be very simple. Will you allow IBS officers to accompany you to your apartment to confiscate your personal information devices for inspection?
Absolutely not.
In that case, it is my duty to inform you that effective immediately, your IBS passport has been rescinded.
What?
Pending a full inquiry.
Well, how am I supposed to leave the island?
That's really not my problem.
This Anchor Division researcher. The one who got fired trying to warn people about Leviathan. We have her employee ID, yes?
Affirmative.
So, employee number 017618.
That's me. I have a name.
The voice. Is this the same person who confronted signs in the earlier recordings?
They're actively covering it up. For the sake of due diligence, sir, at least read my report.
The voice print is an exact match.
She worked by the book. Tried to warn signs. He did not listen. So she took matters into her own hands. I like this person.
The consequences were more extreme than she anticipated.
Explain.
The researcher claimed that this lab footage was altered to obscure the truth of the incident. I believe I have located the unaltered file.
Holy shit. All her warnings came true, and they terminated her.
Anchor Division records show that the same employee ID was the intended recipient of the hidden text message we located.
That find me through Leviathan nonsense. Display it. Yannick Noddy. Whoever he was, he thought she could help. We need to know more. Have we located Anchor Division personnel records?
A copy of Anchor Division personnel records is available.
Search for her ID.
Searching 017618. Match detected.
What? But that's... Mother of God. Haruka Lorenzo. Sunday main screen. Chief, when exactly did you say your sister passed?
3 years ago. One of the first outbreaks. Never found out more than that. You know how the
Chief
network
Haruka
was.
Lorenzo. She is alive. On the island. In the past.
Chief Lorenzo.
Sandy, careful!
Go away. Go away from me now.
Oh dear.
Let me think. Let me think.
I'll just pick this up. Oh.
Okay, Sandy. You know the drill. Full articulation refit.
I hope that was not a mistake. Bless him.
3.
Cole.
Are you joking?
This is real. Come
Ace,
on.
are you using time travel to cheat? Look at me, be honest.
We can save her. Haruka's alive. Back then, in the war game, we can save her.
That's easier said than done, Chief.
Don't give me that it's impossible shit. Dinosaurs should be impossible, but they turn up in my goddamn breakfast cereal. This is my sister. There's got to be a way.
Excuse me, Elders. If you were starting a new game, could you deal me a hand?
Sandy, you told a joke.
A joke often employs a double meaning. The comparison of my manipulator to a hand of cards. Also, Ace is cheating.
I knew it.
You monster.
I can't believe
This
you.
whole time.
Wow.
For shame. You should be ashamed.
Give it back. All of it. I know how much it is. Sandy, why is it you are staring at the screwdriver? It's been 10 minutes.
I am reviewing the algorithm used in my ethics subroutines. I am unsure if it is best to relocate the screwdriver.
Ah, so this is the infamous best screwdriver.
Affirmative.
Sandy, it is only screwdriver, okay? See?
That was very decisive.
Problem solved. Now anyone can use any of the other 10 screwdrivers on board. Game over.
Inquiry. Will one of the other screwdrivers become the new best screwdriver?
Only if there is no God.
And if there is a new best screwdriver, is there protocol for the previous best screwdriver?
There's nothing special about that screwdriver, Sandy. It's how you use a screwdriver. Any screwdriver that makes it special. Very simple.
So there is nothing special about the older tools. All tools are replaceable.
Keep a tool, throw a tool away. Only rule is, don't act like a tool.
I understand. What should I tell Alders about the old best screwdriver?
What about the screwdriver? Where's the best screwdriver? Madge? Sandy?
I am leaving now. So, wait a minute. All this time, Hyzol is a side effect of time travel? They just juice it out of dead dinosaurs?
Not just the dinosaurs.
We've been running exosuits on Hyzol for 3 years or more, and there's no shortage.
Don't be so sure. IBS makes me account for every drop of Hyzol we bring on board. At least we know why dinosaurs bleed black. Lozol. Unrefined Lozol in the blood.
After outbreaks, IBS cleanup crews are always Johnny on his spot. Have you noticed how quick they haul off carcasses, huh? I should have known. If they weren't up to something, they'd outsource that job like they do all the other dirty ones.
But the whole economy's running on, what, dinosaur blood fuel? Oh, I wish I found that harder to believe. Funny, isn't it? The Bikatoa Islanders had this whole culture, and now all that's left of it is this pile of stones.
Look around you. IBS left their own piles of stones too.
And Leviathan.
And Leviathan.
Loading next file.
1 second, Sandy. Could you rewind that last audio? You know, Sandy, the more I hear this man's voice, the less I like him. What are you not telling me, Signs?
Commencing audio playback.
Okay. Are we recording? Good morning. Good morning. And what a beautiful morning it is. What? 5:30? Good Lord. Okay, quick memo then. I'm going to be informing the section leaders of my little breakthrough in Vortexer tech today. As such, we'll be diverting half of the Anchor research staff to a new project, designation 181. We'll begin prototyping immediately. This device for the Stratovator is going to be the goose that laid the golden egg for us. Oh, that's good. I'll use that. Make that the project header, Golden Goose. Send out a meeting invitation. Top priority. We'll do a full briefing at 11 today, and make a note to have them bring the staff rosters and schedules. This is going to make us all very, very rich.
Anchor Division records indicate that vortexes were being used to summon dinosaurs as far back as 2032, 8 years before the Bikatoa incident.
They kept it secret all that time.
I just can't believe these vortexers were made for transporting dinosaurs to the present for Heisel. There must be something we're missing here.
Yeah, and its name is Golden Goose. The device in Haruka's lab accident had the same codename. She was trying to prove it caused uncontrolled space-time distortion, that's all. But with Leviathan at the wheel, they suddenly had a full-on dinosaur outbreak in their lab. And even then, Anchor Division covered it up. Look at these 2 photos. If no one knows about the dangers of Golden Goose, the project stays funded. They were never going to put this R&D on hold.
Of course they weren't. They were looking at the total monopoly on Heisel, the fuel of the future. 700 miles to the galaxy. That's the bottom line. IBS's dreams were coming true right here on Bikatoa Island.
And that brings us back to science.
Designation 181. The goose that laid the golden egg for us.
You were right, Chief. And Sandy. These 181 files Science has us searching for, they're not Leviathan components. Project 181 is Golden Goose. This must have been the new vortexer he was working on. And he expected us to get it back for him.
Sandy, play back that part about the Stratovator.
We'll begin prototyping immediately. This device for the Stratovator is going to be...
And Science acted like he didn't know why the Stratovator came down. It's this!
There's something about this Golden Goose technology that he wants very badly indeed.
Despite its track record of space-time distortion and Lozol-covered monster dinosaurs.
Victoria, did you think I was a dinosaur when you shot me?
What kind of question is that?
Well, I think an apology is in order, personally.
I'm not apologizing to him.
I am much smaller than a dinosaur.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry, Sandy. There you go.
Thank you, Victoria. I will try to appear less dinosaur-like in the future.
You know, you're a really passive-aggressive android.
This is starting to feel pointless.
I find this is true of most things. What are we talking about today?
Every time we learn something about this island, the whole story makes less and less sense. Wait, look at this. Anchor Division bends over backwards to clean up this corrupted data. For what? It's an exosuit fighting raptors. How is that even possible? Exo fighters didn't start fighting dinosaurs until the Bikatoa incident. How am I supposed to find something useful to save us when everything I find contradicts itself?
Aldous.
What?
Come with me. You are acting weird. We have beer and fine tree to climb. This will be good for your mind.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. Oh, this isn't going to turn into you telling me more terrifying stories about your grandmother, is it?
I make no promises.
Oh, there's something about sailing that stirs the blood, Chief. Setting off across the blue horizon. Sailing away from it all. Off to experience the purest form of being with nature. A voyage into the unknown. Just a man. One with his ship. The sea. The wind. A journey that rewards all his focus and effort.
Aldous, man. Are you getting misty-eyed about being stuck on a ship day in and day out, gazing out at the South Pacific, isolated from the rest of the world with no idea when you'll see it again? Well, congratulations! You're living a dream.
Ace, good evening. Please speak softly. Aldous is currently resting. You may be pleased to know I have recovered the first best screwdriver. Aldous insisted it be recovered. I found it located 320 meters west in a canopy of Passiflora edulis. Aldous does not believe in replacing the first best screwdriver with the next. Chief Lorenzo believes objects such as the first best screwdriver hold one back in a changing world. But perhaps this is not the case when the object can change with the world. Ace? Sleep well, Ace.
Tourist brochure. Very useful for escaping in same computer.
Anything can provide a clue. A good investigator uses all his resources.
How many affordable 3-star hotels have you found?
You'll eat those words when this ends up saving our lives.
When you finish reading advertisement for already dead dinosaurs, maybe you can find some time to help with the live ones.
Majesty, I have to say, your near-death experience has not improved your people skills.
Less love talk, more war games.
I have detected a minor anomaly in photographs of Bikatoa Island.
A minor anomaly? Let's not get carried away. Okay, Sandy?
This structure appears in the background of multiple images.
Looks normal enough to me.
Affirmative. However, the angle and distance indicate that these images were taken from the same location.
Wait, hold up. This is where they were digging up fossils. It says right there. Cretaceous period fossil layer.
Are you sure the location's the same?
Affirmative.
That's not all. Remember that image of a damaged suit? We thought Anchor Division was burying it. This crack in the chest is an exact match. Same suit.
Origin suit.
I think it must be origin, suit. Like the origin of this image is a suit.
Don't be foolish. Look here. Origin suit, Anchor Division reference exhibit Alpha 1175.
They were researching this original suit. We saw it at the fossil dig site. Him and Powderhouse. They weren't dumping a wrecked suit. They were digging one up.
You're saying IBS found a suit in the ground that had been buried for millions of years?
Sandy, can you identify this building in the background?
City planning records indicate the building was owned by Tuvao Power. IBS records indicate the building was demolished in 2023 in preparation for the construction of the Stratovator.
Before the exosuit program even started. Those dirty They didn't invent the exosuits. They found one. All Anchor did was reverse engineer it. Look at the back of it. Tell me that's not a vortexer.
They dug up suit equipped with vortexer?
How the hell did an exosuit end up in the Mesozoic era? Before vortexes were invented?
Because of stupid time travel. There is no before. No wonder science is obsessed with this tech.
He tried to trick us into hacking into his old research when he couldn't. Hyzo, the vortexers, the exo-fighters, these Gordon and Goose. IBS's great evolutionary leap came from the past, and the company's entire future rests on keeping a secret.
And I gave that man a decent burial. I'm of a mind to go out there and dig him right back up.
Let's do one better. Let's give him a call.
Nada suprime los movimientos enemigos como el poder abrasador de Krieger.
Oh, hello. Remember me? So nice to cross paths again. I wasn't exactly holding out hope. That last program, curtains for most, yet there you stand. Oh,
no middling pilots here. And that really is a shame. See, that data, I need it. And you're in my way. Leviathan, execute.
Código confirmado.
You should have told us everything, Science. The origin suit, the vortex generator tech.
Those are corporate secrets, my friend.
Okay, Doc. You keep on living life the IBS way. The Golden Goose data stays with us.
Golden... Oh, hey, no, wait.
Wait for what, Dr.
Okay, wait,
Science?
no, stop. It's Hyzal. When the island was destroyed, we lost the technology for the production of Hyzal. Golden Goose is the kind of thing that changes the world, baby. Which is why I hope you'll forgive me for this.
Oh dear.
Sandy. I yanked out a whole memory core. I can try to restore her from backup, but she can't. Do it, Majesty.
Please. Thank you for choosing your IB-BOS Tactical Assistance AI.
Sandy? She's gone. Yes! I knew it! I knew I had it somewhere. Ace, look, this is what Sandy's memory core looks like. Okay, this is what you need to find.
Alders. We all miss Sandy. But she's gone, Alders. I am sorry. She's gone.
No! I mean, not necessarily. Her user interface, her personality is designed to be merged with other units. Look, remember how we're supposed to merge Sandy with the HQ network after every mission?
Sure, but we never do because it's stupid rule and we keep Sandy our own way.
Yes, exactly. Now, that's what's got me thinking. If we can find old Sandy's memory core and bring it back, we might be able to integrate her memory with this new Sandy.
Hello.
Alders. Alders! There are thousands of exofighters out there. Think about it. How will we find Science and that piece of shit Durbin now that they have what they want?
No! That's just it, Madge. They don't have what they want. The Golden Goose data on Sandy's core was incomplete. She only had 2 of the data packets backed up to her core. Signs doesn't have the whole thing.
And he doesn't know it yet.
They'll be searching, which means we are still one step ahead.
We need Sandy's core back. Which means we're probably going to have to fight Durbin to the death. The eyes drip terror, but the hands are still at it.
Wait, what did she say? What does that mean? That sounded scary.
It means we need plan. The old ancient exosuit trick. 3 more and we earn 3-foot-long submarine sandwich. Ugh, this one gives me creeps. Do you know how hard it is to give me the creeps? So how long was the ground able to contain this particular curse? Do we know?
680 years.
And how do we come to that number?
That black box uses a radioactive isotope cell to power the suit's locator circuit. Isotope niobium-91 has a half-life of 680 years. Any longer than that, and the power cell would have died.
Chief, I'm beginning to think maybe you're reading too many spec sheets?
Much younger than Origin Suit. Have you seen Black Box data?
Sandy managed to hack it when Ace got near this chamber during the war game. Right, Sandy?
Affirmative. The data was heavily corrupted. More time is required for a complete reconstruction and analysis.
We are about to hear the last words of an exofighter. Words that have been lost to time for centuries. Walters, this might be the coolest day of your life.
What I can't explain is why those greedy bastards never found it.
Especially considering the suit's black box has a standard locator beacon. It literally sat there for centuries, signaling its location on the rescue frequency. Anyone up there with a locator could have found it in a matter of seconds.
The Origin suit was so old the beacon was long dead. I guess they didn't think to look.
Tragic lack of imagination.
Was it you? Come on, Ace, don't look at me like that. Was it you? You shot the Watchers down, didn't you? Well, whoever it was. I'd like to give them a medal. It damaged their network security. I was able to get past the system's protections and intercept this. It's drone data. The Watchers are constantly transmitting it back to Leviathan. Basically his eyes and ears. It's been watching the exofighters, but it looks like it's also been recording data from the dinosaurs too.
Correct. There are numerous variables being reported in the data transmissions. Reflex response, fight or flight reactions in each subject, violence index.
So the question is, why is Leviathan suddenly studying dinosaurs? Ace, listen to this. I had Sandy search for any mention of the headhunters in the radio transmissions we intercepted during the war games.
Dance! It's us! Hold your fire! She's dead, Marquesi. We gotta move! She's right there! Dance!
Quedan 60 segundos. Redefinan su éxito.
Re-envision your success. Jesus Christ! Marquesi! Marquesi! Look at her suit! She's a fucking headhunter! No! She'll stop if she sees me! Marquesi! Dance! It's me! I'm coming out!
Good Lord.
Reminds me of bedtime song grandmother would sing when we could not sleep. But, you know the one? The viper and the suckling pig?
Ace, maybe do us all a favor. If you see a headhunter, head quietly in the opposite direction, yeah? So, I've got a theory about these headhunters. Sandy?
The spinal column of the exosuit mimics that of the human body. It sends autonomic nerve signals to the suit's limbs in survival situations. The suit can process reactions to pain and adrenaline spikes that happen too fast for a pilot to react.
It's reflexive. Like jerking your hand away from a fire before you consciously made the decision to move it. It's incredible, really. The exosuits are capable of anticipating attacks. Their unique sensor packages are constantly processing all kinds of battlefield microdata from moment to moment.
Alders, we are 2 pilots and engineer. We know this.
But then you know the human pilot is the bottleneck. The suit itself is
faster than we are.
Faster than you, maybe.
Well, we all have our little imperfections. The spinal unit was designed to offset those human shortcomings. And we all know Leviathan uses the data from war games to continually perfect the suits. Do you see? The exosuits those pilots were wearing are constantly upgrading themselves to be ready for any combat situation, whether the pilot inside is ready or not.
All these exo-fighters sent to die, to improve a system that was created to keep them alive. This is major big-time psychopath.
Or the AI equivalent. See, it's contrary to the directive. The only way artificial intelligence can go wrong like that is if the input data is biased or wrong. It would only be possible if you mess with data already coded in an AI's root architecture. It's black box, so to speak. Now, what does that have to do with headhunters, you ask?
I did not, but I would have. Continue.
If you give an AI like Leviathan the directive, improve our exosuits, it has to complete it. It doesn't matter whether that takes 100 tries or 1,000,000, all that matters is using whatever data the exosuits send to increase the suit's survival capabilities. See, look at these early exosuits in combat. They're acting like humans, protecting each other, trying to stay alive. But if something happened in Leviathan's black box, say someone at IBS decided human empathy was slowing down efficiency, and say added new black box data to Leviathan,
it would alter exosuits updates. But what kind of data turns exo-fighters to headhunters?
what has primal killer instincts, lacks the brain development for a complex emotion like empathy, and already contributes to the stream of data that Leviathan is tracking.
That maniac machine is using dinosaurs to program exosuits?
That's my theory. But listen to this. See, the suit accepts the update from Leviathan, then starts fighting like an animal. I think the headhunters are Leviathan's prototypes for the next evolution of the exosuit.
But pilots can override suits' combat choices. If you are right, what is keeping pilots from overriding the suit?
They're already dead. Think about it. Anytime an exofighter dies with their suit intact, Leviathan can slot the new combat instinct data package into the suit's spinal column, and voila, instant headhunter.
Zombies. You're talking about zombie exofighters.
Zombie dinosaur exofighters, not to put too fine a point on it.
Grave robbers.
All for the perfect suit.
More than that. If Leviathan's doing this to the software, what's it doing to the hardware? What are you making, grave robber?
Odd.
What now?
Haruka, the chief's sister. The IBS security put her workstation on lockdown when she was fired. But before they could investigate, 1,000,000 tons of space elevator fell on them. They never worked out what she was working on.
What, this? Haruka's last act as valued member of IBS family was conversation with Mystery Man?
God, I wish we had Haruka's side of the conversation.
Any idea who she was talking to?
That's the weirdest part. There's no sender, no IP address, no network data of any kind. See, she was talking through Leviathan's network, but it's like no one was on the other end. She was talking to a ghost.
Analysis complete.
What's that?
I have restored the corrupted data from the Bikitoa ruins.
Oh, brilliant. The data's locked. Sandy, can you run a system check?
All systems are functioning.
Damn.
Anyone got a 600-year-old password lying around?
Can we... I don't know. Hack it? How many possible combinations could there be?
A 6-digit numerical password has exactly 1 million possible combinations, with a processing time of 20 seconds per attempt. The analysis would require 16,666 days, 66 hours, and 66 minutes.
Maybe we get lucky and it's 000002.
It's our best bet, I suppose. Hack it, Sandy.
Understood.
I've got it!
Did you say something?
This Bigatoa was some big-brain exofighter. 600-year-old password, Chief said, yes? Look, 6 pillars, 6 different height. Give you 6 numbers.
No way.
Sandy, try 136254.
Son of a bitch, you did it, man. You actually did it.
Hush, listen.
Hello. My name is Victoria Ivanovna Ignatieva.
What?
If you're hearing this, it means either the mission of my people still has hope of success, or IBS found my exosuit and our fight was in vain.
Majesty?
Shh. I do not know what time I was sent to. What I do know is that I have been trapped here for 17 years now. My grandmother would say, hope for God, Victoria, but do not be reliant. I have never been reliant. This is why I make this recording. If you have my suit, you will have questions. The cause of everything is space-time distortions. I am from year 2051. In my time, IBS had built space elevators all over the world. These stratovators are giant fuel extractors. They drill into time to extract the fuel source we know as Heisel. Everyone wanted Heisel. Limitless energy at low price. They had no competition and demand is great. The more we had, the more we wanted. Stratovators and the fuel they extract made IBS unstoppable. You would think such an advanced society would know. But the miser always paid twice, huh? And the debt is red when paid. Every ounce of Heisel distorted our time and space, drop by drop. Bringing every little bit into our time caused bending a four-dimensional cosmic grid of reality. And reality was tearing under the stress. This is how you get T-Rex in Times Square and Raptors at the tennis championship. It was happening everywhere. No hope. In my time, I was leader of resistance against IBS. Revolutionary. My comrades, my friends, I remember with great pride. Our mass protests were answered with citywide curfews. We were told anyone who resists law enforcement would be treated as terrorists. They left us no choice but to become what they feared. A resistance to be reckoned with. We freed political prisoners, bombed distribution centers, hacked drone ships. Oh, we managed to commandeer a stratovator and take it offline. That is when we found Yannick Nadi. Nadi was the key.
Noddy, from Haruka's message.
Alders!
Ow! Right, sorry.
It was Nadi who gave our movement the missing piece. The original time travel technology behind Heisel and IBS Empire. I used it. The plan was to go back in time and prevent the construction of first stratovator. I was to reset the entire timeline. According to Nadi, it was possible. And we were out of moves. At the time, it seemed like the only way. You could call it Nadi's dying wish. To right the wrong IBS wouldn't. We thought we could be heroes. Look where that got me. Cast away in time. Hope for God, but do not be reliant. Oh, maybe this is all waste of time. I have recorded this message again and again, and erased them all. I worry how it might affect future. Part of me wishes I could give up and let it all happen again. The people on this island, they cannot tell me what the Earth is. There's no concept of Gregorian calendar here. They've never seen horse and buggy, let alone an exosuit. They call me Bigatoa. I can make fire with my fingertip. Leap to the tallest treetop. I am short as hell on miracles, but I can offer a gift. Encrypted in this recording is a time-space algorithm we stole from IBS. It brought me here. Now perhaps this information can aid your resistance. If IBS exists in your time, they are making my world again. I still have hope. Very unlike me, I know. But it is you I rely on now, comrade. Use the algorithm, and know that sometimes something becomes so corrupt, so ruthless, so ruinous, the only way to change is to burn it down. Don't let it get that far. You cannot make revolution. You must be revolution. It is you or it is nothing. Good luck, my friend beyond time. Good luck, my friend beyond time.
Bullshit! I'm not a revolutionary.
Well, future you would disagree.
This is not my future. You do not understand.
Don't I?
No, that is not what I meant. I'm just... Stop. Why does this have to be so goddamn hard? All I wanted was to be IBS's top pilot. Number one. I've been on 6 crews in 2 years. You didn't know what you were getting when you got me. You think that everything is fine if I do...
Hey. We knew.
My whole life. Ambition is a whore.
Oh, Madge, easy. Look, you made your point, right? Or at least we can make it in a less ricochet-prone environment. Yeah. When did you get the gun back?
What am I supposed to do now?
Majesty. Victoria. Feeling like your whole life is screwed? That just makes you one of us. Welcome to the Hammerheads.
So, this is other me's data.
Yes, I believe she called it a time displacement algorithm. It's similar to what Leviathan uses when it moves Ace through time. 1, 8, 1. Madge, this is part of Golden Goose. We can use this. So, how does it feel to be a goddess?
Huh. On one hand, I can see it. It fits profile. On the other hand, all those years I built my life around IBS and being a badass exofighter. Now, there's me, IBS exofighter, and me, badass revolutionary. It's much to reconcile. Like I said, fits profile.
Have you had a chance to watch the video again?
No.
Maybe Maybe watch it again sometime. And if it feels true, then maybe that means something. There you are, you bastard. I got him! It's Durbin!
You found that rascalot?
He was picked up on a security camera near one of Anchor Division's facilities. He's got to be long gone by now. But it looks like having Leviathan on his side might be a slight issue. Looky here.
Who needs security clearance when you have 9-ton Triceratops to open door?
And the signed Anchor Division data center. Sandy, what's wrong with this picture?
Why use a battering ram when you work with Dr. Garrett Sines?
Exactly! Sandy, you're coming back, old girl. Chief, were you?
Using that to clean the hangar floor. I was. Hey, at least it's good for something.
Right. I'll, dispose of this and reprint for records. Excuse me.
Sure thing. They make very good coasters.
Su capacidad de supervivencia aumentó claramente su valor como activos. Esto explica el reciente deterioro de la calidad de los datos analizados. Estaban prácticamente cómodos. El programa de Durban tuvo sus aprendizajes en efecto. El miedo mejora el rendimiento exponencialmente. Tendré que optimizar este efecto deshabilitando la reaparición. Si son eliminados, serán borrados permanentemente de esta línea de tiempo. Su elección es más que simple: fracasar para no existir o aumento de la productividad para seguir existiendo. ¿Cuál escogerán? No te será posible reaparecer. Fracasarás si eliminan a todo tu equipo. Asiste y recupera a tus aliados con frecuencia para seguir luchando. Bien hecho, lucharon desesperadamente y sobrevivieron. Su tenacidad se refleja bien en este proyecto. Debo mantener con vida a pilotos sobresalientes como ustedes. Quiero que prueben otro nivel de combate más aterrador. Activando módulo de masacre. Invocando a los neotiranosaurios. Sus datos finales serán históricos. Mejorar el exotraje es posible gracias a su trabajo en equipo.
Charging systems.
Más. Entreguen más datos. Advertencia. Error debe detectar. Analizando amenaza de virus. Error crítico. Reiniciando sistemas.
No time. I am Yannick Nutty. I pray I am even now. I piloted their origin suit, Leviathan's embryo. I fought. I was lost. They dug me up. I tried to stop their world to be, but my hope became your curse. Stop the cycle. Destroy Leviathan. Take back tomorrow.
Ace, someday, I'm going to meet a woman as excited about me as Martina was about that computer. I bet she got that raise too. So this is how it fits. Yannick Noddy, you feisty bastard.
Who is bastard now?
Madge, you gotta see this. Ace! Chief!
Peace, brother, peace. You have my attention.
Okay, so we've been getting all this weird data, right? None of it makes sense. But then, in comes the mystery man Haruka was talking with through Leviathan, who was also apparently part of Goddess Madge's revolution.
All things we already know.
And these images, the ones we thought were marketing mock-ups. Look, Yannick Noddy. And same here, Yannick Noddy.
Same name, so?
Yes, it's a name, but it's not just any name. It's his name. Okay, look. IBIS reverse engineers all their exosuit tech using the origin suit. And where there's an exosuit, there's an exosuit pilot, right?
Alders, when was last time you had sleep?
Listen, the exosuit's brainstem bypass collects and stores all kinds of data from the pilot's mind. So, when Anchor Division pulls the data from the origin suit,
they pull spinal unit of suit and bring pilot's memory data inside buffer.
Got it in one. Yannick Noddy was the pilot of the origin suit, and the digital ghost Haruka was getting messages from.
If that's true, where did this Noddy come from?
Ah, the 24th century. Welcome to the future, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, there's stratovators up all around the globe. Well, here, you can read it for yourself. Go on.
That's why I came back. Leviathan has to be stopped. They'll build stratovators all over the planet.
Stop for a moment and think about all the trouble we've had with one. Dinosaur outbreaks, space-time distortions, the chaos it's caused already. Now, imagine the world with hundreds of them.
All owned and operated by Big Daddy IBS. Jeez of peace.
This Noddy wanted to come back in time to destroy Leviathan. He wanted to save our future.
He went a little too far back.
Yes, I mean, he died in the Cretaceous period, so obviously. But that's not the point. The point is Yannick Noddy died trying to stop Leviathan.
Which is how Anchor retrieved data from Origin Suit.
They did the only thing that made sense. They loaded the Origin Suit data into Leviathan for analysis.
And trapped the mind of Yannick Noddy inside the AI. That is some time loop mindfuck.
That poor, brave man. I mean, he became what he set out to destroy. It's like a Greek tragedy.
And what did my sister have to do with this?
Now that's the question of the hour. Noddy was helping Haruka with something.
But what?
How's the wound healing?
Better. Why so worried?
Oh, I'm not worried. I'm invested. I mean, I'm the closest thing you got to a nurse on this entire island.
That's a comforting thought. What's the word on Durban?
The word is slippery. By the time we've got a location, he's already gone. Now what I wonder is, how is it he steps out of war games and keeps his head? Right? I mean, nothing happens to him.
I think, he works for science. Maybe answer is there.
Well, we'll figure it out. And hey, take it easy and get yourself healed up. Just between you and me, if Ace bites it out there...
Alders...
Well, we'll need you to pilot it. Ace! Ace, I just... How are you? You step so quietly for someone in combat boots. So, how are you? Chief, I've got something here.
What am I looking at?
Everybody knows Anchor Division used a silent security shell around their servers. Any external communication had to pass through the buffer before being broadcast. But what they might not have known is that also applied to their private terminals. So, I had Sandy hack in and search for any communication that was stopped before it could get off the island. And this was the fruit of her labors. It's from Haruka.
It's an email.
It's addressed to you, Chief. I haven't opened it. I'll give you a minute.
Yeah. Thanks. Sandy. How long before the incident was this?
5 days, Chief.
God damn it. She needed me. She needed me, and I didn't know.
I have located a research memo from Anchor Division.
Okay, new Sandy. We need to have a chat about research memos. They're long, they're dry, they bored the kneecaps off even the people who had to write them, and they very rarely contain anything of use. Before your reset, we used to read through hundreds of the things.
This memo matches several key search parameters.
Let me guess. We're out of coffee, does my hydraulic cylinder look big in this, and who keeps licking my petri dishes?
Negative. The matching parameters are Leviathan, access, command.
Whoa, what? Let's take a look. Signs commissioned a single-user Leviathan access key. And look at the date. It's right after Haruka's stunt that set fire to the lab. It grants access to watchers and vortexes. This is what Durbin's using. Signs gave Durbin limited command access to Leviathan. What was he thinking?
Oh, I can't take this anymore. Every single war game, Ace is rolling the dice on staying alive. We lost Magnum and Sandy to Durbin. Surprising nobody, Science turns out to be a double-crossing rascalot. The port engine is still leaking fuel. We haven't found my sister, and this jungle heat is making me sweat like mad.
A sign of healthy glands. Strong like bull.
Sounds like you need some good news, Chief.
Oh, give me anything.
Sandy, take it away.
Durbin has made a critical tactical error. We have exploited his mistake and discovered his location.
We've got him?
Like Ace with a ham sandwich. It's just a matter of time. Before the incident, Signs commissioned a card key that grants access to Leviathan and locks out anyone else who might try to shut it down. And we're guessing Durbin has that card key, and so he's getting overconfident.
Durbin repeatedly appears on surveillance cameras across the island.
He's going all over, probably trying to track down the remaining pieces of Golden Goose for Signs. Little does he know, we have a piece he'll never find. Thanks to our resident deity here.
I am kind and loving God.
Durbin's location, direction of travel, and travel time to the location in each image reveal that he always commences travel from the same position.
Or to translate, he starts every wargame in the same place. Right here.
All we need to do is get there first and whack! Like Chief setting down can of beer.
Ha ha ha! Now that's more like it. It's about time Durbin started feeling the heat.
Sandy, we're going to get your brain back in no time.
That is confusing.
How about it, Ace? Ready for a little payback?
What now? You invading other people's dimensions, asshole?
Death by firing squad, apparently. But at least do me the courtesy of looking me in the face whilst you do it.
Brilliant. Ace. You're looking pretty good. You see, in my dimension, you had a little accident.
Exploding Heisel tech. Had to fit you with a robot arm. Very disqualifying.
Cut the shit and hand over the memory core.
You came for this. Take it. You see, I have a better AI. I do have to warn you. If you try to shoot me, Leviathan will open a vortex right in your head, and you won't be solving that with a prosthetic. He's bluffing. Your call, Ace. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. I'm telling you, he's bluffing. It's me. Leviathan! Send them back. Shoot him! This war game ends when I decide. Well, next time, don't listen to me. Listen to me.
How's everybody doing with this?
One of him was ample.
This isn't Sandy's cause. I hit Sign's grave. 3 years? What the hell happened in 3 years that would make me end up like Durbin?
You're thinking about it the wrong way. What happened that made you end up like you?
Yeah, I get where you're going with that, Chief, but I hate to think getting my arm burned off made me a better person. I don't know. So much has changed since 2040.
Both of you are looking at it wrong. It is only 3 years, which means you and Durbin are practically same person.
But come on now, don't rub it in.
What Majesty is saying is, you can think like him. Maybe out-think him.
Get crazy deep all up in his head.
Okay, I don't even want to imagine.
Alders, we need every advantage we can get. I know what it is like to see yourself doing things you cannot conceive of. I know it hurts. But you must think. Pretend you're Durbin. You're a total piece of shit.
Yeah, a real fussy hole. A turtle.
Yes, okay. I think I've got it, thank you. Okay. I'm Durbin. I have Leviathan on my side, so I won't try to stop the war game. I'm safe. And I haven't gotten what I want yet.
And what you want is?
Golden Goose. I mean, I want Golden Goose. It's one of the most important inventions in history. Don't want the money. No, but it's more than that. I want control. Yes, I want control of my life, of the world. It's ego a go-go.
Yes, this tracks.
But you don't have to agree quite so quickly.
So you're just going to give it to science?
No, of course not. I want it for myself. Right. I want it for myself.
Alders, remember that time you told Sandy what you were like before you lost your arm? Always, you do everything yourself. Never trust anyone.
That's it. I know what Durbin's going to do. He's going to stab Signs in the back. We can use this. Let me talk to Signs.
I don't know what this is, but unless I'm mistaken, you have a war game to worry about. Don't call me again.
You've got something to worry about too, Doc.
What's that supposed to mean?
Seen old Durbin recently. I bet he hasn't been around much. Guess he's been busy with his wild, golden goose chase.
Take a look at these signs.
What on earth?
That's Durban breaking into a secure Anchor Division facility. But he didn't tell you that, did he?
Durban's turned against you. He's making a play for Golden Goose. Solo.
This is preposterous.
You're probably right. But then again, take a good look at me. Yeah, I'm him. More or less. Funny business, this alternate timeline stuff. So when I tell you Durban's turned, just ask yourself.
What does Durban do when he no longer needs somebody?
You don't understand my arrangement with Durban.
That arrangement disappeared the moment you gave Durban your Leviathan access key.
How did you know about that? I didn't have a choice.
Aw, poor baby. He didn't have a choice.
I mean it. You never wondered why I called your frequency in the first place? Come on, why there was a version of me dead and rotting in your jungle, I was working with the other Garrett signs, including the one in your timeline. Leviathan killed them all on sight. I'm the only one left. My only hope was to use an exofighter working inside the war game.
It doesn't matter now, Science. We almost completed Golden Goose.
What?
You and Durban stole the plans for the Revolution cylinder and stabilizer chip. But we have your prototype, the reaction gate, and even the time displacement algorithm.
Please, I'm begging you, give them to me.
That's not the way this works. We got plans for your device, Doc.
What are you going to do?
We're going to jump this carrier back to 2040 and convert all the high Zol in Leviathan's tanks to low Zol. The computer dies, the island lives, change places and handy dandy.
My God, you're insane.
What difference does it make to you, Doc? Either we win or we die.
And Durban's going down with us either way. That'll save your skin.
You're serious? If Leviathan dies, the world will lose Golden Goose technology forever. No more Heisel. Kiss that golden future goodbye. What makes you think I'll allow that? Destroy my life's work? Help you even?
Life is full of complicated choices, Science. Right now, yours is to help us, or we leave you to Durban. How do we jump the carrier to time?
Every second brings Durban closer. He could be right outside.
Okay. You already have what you need. That prototype should be capable of sending matter back to 2040. It just needs an update. This is the Golden Goose firmware I left behind on the island 3 years ago. Durban stole it from another exoplanet.
This is Magnum's data.
There's one other problem: power. That prototype is supposed to be fitted with a Revolution cylinder to amplify its power. Without that, you'd be lucky to send a model airplane back to 2040, let alone your whole carrier.
Leave that to us, Doc. We'll think of something.
There. I've held up my side of the deal. You hold up yours. Stop Durban.
Unlike your Science, we can be trusted. If we get out of here alive, everyone's getting out of here alive. Hammerhead out.
Ladies and gents, I think we can actually do this. For once, we have the advantage.
Bravo, Leviathan. This is quite a fight. Oh, come now. So determined. But your death is inevitable. Wait, bye-bye. That data won't be yours for long. Golden Goose is within reach. I will control the future.
You've interfered enough. And honestly, I have been gagging for a proper fight. Come and get me.
Operación Componente Prototipo SIS, terminada a la fuerza. Adquirí los datos necesarios. Prueba concluida, terminando instancia temporal.
Leviathan, what are you doing? Stay out of this. Why won't you follow my orders?
Esta prueba me dio excelentes datos de combate. El proyecto de desarrollo del exotraje perfecto está a punto de concretarse. Exoluchadores, se agradece mucho el esfuerzo de todos y cada uno de ustedes. Prepárense para una transferencia dimensional. Durban, has demostrado ser un sujeto de prueba invaluable.
No, haven't I just? It's a matter of time till I get your goose. Is that project's nearly done? Leviathan and the Behemoth, my match set. So when you sleep, sleep with one eye open.
Incoming transmission.
It appears you can't trust anything nowadays.
Durbin, this is not what you think it is.
Shut up, Science. You have to understand. You've already lost. I am in control. Allow me to demonstrate. Leviathan. Head.
What? No!
Come over here and try that.
No. No. And I think you're going to come to me. You see, you have half the data, and I have half. So when you feel up to fighting, you know where I'll be.
Wait! Let's settle this. You and me. Well, what do you say?
No.
I hate that guy.
Okay, just hold that steady while I fasten the cover, and this bird is ready to fly.
Oof, it's very heavy. Good thing I'm healing.
Did I ever tell you about the time I nearly died over the Barrett Sea?
Yeah, is now the time.
Just bear with me. So there we were, long-haul cargo run to Murmansk, flying through an Arctic storm.
Getting to point, please.
Suddenly, the right engine loses thrust. Then the left. They're cycling, but there's no power. We're losing altitude, dipping the nose to keep ourselves out of a storm. The Arctic Ocean's starting to get real big in that windshield, and we're trying everything to get those engines firing.
Yes, I'm with you. Very good.
That's when I realized it was so cold, there was ice forming on the fuel filters, blocking the flow. The engines were starving.
And so you fix and save the day, all done.
That's when I remembered the APU.
Anyone? Ace? Shoulders?
That's right, the auxiliary power unit. I fired her up and let her overheat. Could have blown up at any second, but it was warm in the fuel, melting ice. We're down to 500 feet when suddenly, wham, the engines come back to life. I can smell the APU cooking from the cockpit, but we made it back in one piece. Okay, you can let go.
I'm glad you survived, Chief, but what is point?
The point is, a jet like this is a machine full of machines. It's got redundancies built in. cross feeds, backups, manual reversion, you name it. There's always something you can use to get the job done. Now, we want to jump the carrier back to 2040, but we need more power. I have an idea.
Oh, Chief, what's all this?
This is our way to Leviathan. We want to go to 2040. Not enough power. We want to help my sister make colossal plan work. Not enough power. As much as I hate to admit he's right, it's like science said. We needed that revolution cylinder. But Durban stole the data, and we couldn't fabricate one here anyway, which meant we were out of luck, unless we use a substitute.
The transmission cable linked to the carrier's generator drive shaft.
Right. The problem with this little vortexer is not enough torque. It can't spin fast enough to generate the kind of vortex we need.
So Chief linked it up to military-grade jet engine shaft.
I always knew this bird would get us off the island. What I didn't know was I'd have to turn her into a time machine to do it. Sandy's working on the calculations now.
Sandy, is this really going to get us back to 2040?
Based on the firmware update we received from Dr. Garrett Sines, we have ample power to travel back to 2040 and confront Leviathan.
And hopefully not back to Middle Ages like Biketoa.
You mean you don't want to be a goddess during the Inquisition?
You tell joke, but where's Liv?
I have records of the vortexes that transport Ace to the wargame in 2040. We can follow Leviathan's example.
Not comforting.
And as for destabilizing Hydro, we did a little test. Look at this.
Ba-boom! Lozo! Running this thing in reverse really works.
We're going to take off, jump the carrier back to 2040, fly to the Leviathan's core platform, and turn Leviathan's fuel tanks into a ticking time bomb.
There's just a matter of Durban. Who knows we're coming, by the way.
But Ace will be ready to take care of that.
Chief, all this sounds ridiculously dangerous. Not that I'm backing out or anything, but...
Let me finish up here. Then we'll talk.
There it is. We now know more about this island than anyone else on Earth.
In multiple timeline color code.
Yeah, that's pretty simple when you have all the pieces. Well, simple is a relative term, of course. Look, this is what started it all. The Origin Suit's pilot, Yannick Nadi, tries to go back in time and prevent his future by destroying Leviathan, but ends up hurled back to the Cretaceous period. And that's the first change in the timeline. Nadi dies, and his exosuit stays buried for millions of years. Ibius finds the exosuit and the futuristic technology. It blows their minds. They reverse engineer it, and they realize they've got their hands on an energy revolution.
Heisel. And because they are greedy, unscrupulous bastards, they build a world full of stratovators, all golden goose equipped, to drill into the past and break down space-time, overseen by an unprecedented AI developed from Origin Suit Tech, which was exactly the world Nadi wanted to prevent.
Which cues up Future Past You. Future Past You goes back to prevent Ibius from getting Golden Goose, and thus, the second alteration of the island's history occurs, and the timeline changes again. The entire Biketoan culture comes from Future You going too far back in time and being mistaken for a goddess. Then, we have a lull in the time travel antics with not much happening until 2020, but 2020 hits, and wham! Ibius finds the Origin Suit, and the entire cycle begins again.
And so we come to August 16th, 2040. Ibius gives Leviathan full control of the Stratovator's Golden Goose array, with nobody realizing it is obsessed with developing exosuits. Next thing we know, dinosaurs are raining from the sky all over Island. Leviathan makes itself perfect exosuit testing ground.
Right. So,
Haruka tries to destroy Leviathan, but she can't, because she can't create enough Lozol to do the job. She's got Yannick Nardi on her side, or some echo of him that's still bouncing around the IBS systems, but somehow Leviathan catches on to what they're doing.
Surprise, surprise, machine programmed by amoral maniacs is amoral maniac.
Leviathan purges all the Lozol off the Stratovator control platform, which explodes and sends the cable crashing down on the island.
The Bigator incident.
Dr. Garrett Sines escapes alive, but Golden Goose is lost in the wreckage. IBS stands to lose their Hyzal energy revolution.
And in the meantime, Leviathan still running war games on the island. Repeating the Bigator incident day after day, time after time. All while space-time distortions and dinosaurs become a damn pandemic and innocent people all over the world pay the price.
IBS creates problem, then sells world the solution. They form exofighter squads, and we crash on the island, and Leviathan gets Ace as a new plaything for the war game. Magnum, Durbin, Dr. Sines, and God knows how many others all arrive on the same way in their own separate timelines.
Now, Magnum thought he'd found a way out when he got part of Golden Goose, but that only made him a target for Durbin. And we were next. Little did we know we were up against the most deadly foe of all. Me, with 2 arms.
You forgot part about them being disgusting grave robbers, using corpse to do dirty work.
Zombies. Ugh.
Anchor Division, Haruka, Golden Goose, and... zombies. All of it, it's all there.
What I don't understand, what's this thing's motive? How does an AI become obsessed? Dinosaurs, self-preservation. There's no way for a computer to behave.
Well, I think we've all seen just how little it takes for a really good AI to develop into something more.
Compliment acknowledged.
Oh, so much history, all of it leading to us, right here, right now.
I mean, you could almost call it fate. And look at us. Haruka's brother, Durbin's doppelganger, the goddess of Bigator herself, and Ace, the best exo fighter in the fleet.
Second best.
Yes, right. Sorry, Madge. The point is, out of thousands of exo fighter crews out there, it's come down to us.
But the chart is missing one thing.
What's that, Chief?
We're about to be the most important thing that ever happened on this island. Sandy?
Understood.
Perfect.
All hooked up. We can jump the carrier back to 2040 at any time.
Okay, Sandy. What are our chances against Leviathan and Durbin?
Processing. In 95% of scenarios, we die fighting.
What if it's not just Ace? We've fought alongside the other hard cases before. Run the numbers on a whole squad of exo fighters.
Processing. Victory.
All right.
In 32% of scenarios.
This is our chance. We may never get another.
We can't gamble on 32%.
So how about 50-50? Flip it, Chief.
Hits. We wait for a better answer.
Tails, we go and fight.
No. We can't leave this to chance. None of us chose to get stuck on Bigator. But we didn't say no. True Leviathan. How stupid were we to take that gig? All think we can get that sweet IBS life. Company makes it so easy to do nothing.
Yeah.
Let's do something! It is time for us to make history, not the other way around.
We fight.
We fight!
My kind of guy!
Oh, you're broadcasting this?
Never waste a good speech.
Come down, son. I ain't even sharing. Knuckles all ashy. Cocoa put on this goddamn island. We're about to do something so goddamn dangerous, it might actually work. You're dumb enough to join us? Welcome to the Hammerheads. Oh, yeah!
Sean bienvenidos a esta prueba de crecimiento estratosférico. Esta es una prueba de aptitud para el exotraje mastodonte. Aviso. Error. No autoriza. Sistema de navegación. No autorizado.
No esta vez, bolsa de electrones. Hola, exoluchadores. Soy Janet Yari. Entré al sistema de navegación e intentaré guiarlos desde Leviatán. Hoy es el día en el que la IA muere. Nos la jugamos a todo o nada. El destino de esta línea está en sus manos. Sabe del futuro. Regresamos. Enséñenle a ese tirano de hojalata quiénes son.
I told you this bird was a time traveler.
Look, the core platform.
And Leviathan's core.
Those Heisel tanks? They're the way to the fireworks. Use this pipeline to convert this stuff to Lozol, and we can blow Leviathan's artificial mind.
Hang fire! Something's brewing down there. It's a vortex!
What fresh hell is that?
The behemoth. C'est magnifique. Leviathan, you've outdone yourself.
S! We'll hit the core. You get that Roscroft's due.
Good hunting, Ace.
Well, since under that vision, I'll push you out of sight permanently. Now bend the knee. Él lo llama el mastodonte. No pueden atacar a esa cosa de frente. Si reconvierten el Heisel en una bomba, quizás tengan oportunidad.
Mastodonte es la armadura perfecta y requiere del piloto perfecto. Adiós, Durban. Iniciando control manual. Quitando límites de seguridad. Módulo de aniquilación activo. Exoluchadores. Comencemos con su prueba más destacada.
Destruyen al mastodonte. Detengan. Mastodonte requiere demasiado peso. Tendrán que usar el generador para frenar su carga.
Podrán experimentar un grandioso espectáculo. Supernova autorizada. Buena suerte. Hasta luego. Transferencia de datos de emergencia.
You did it. My God! You did it. You shut him up for good. We've got a chance now. We've got hope. I'm afraid it's time for me to go. But this is yours. Thank you.
Sandy, what year is it?
Hang on, Chief. I'm just restoring Sandy and integrating interstitial experiences. Okay, come on. Oh, come on.
VHF time signal confirms the year is 2043.
Okay.
Not bad, Hammerheads. Not bad.
You are still the only one calling us that, Chief.
What kind of attitude is that to have with the Hammerheads?
Okay, I'm so glad you love that.
At the end there, what was it?
Project Golden Goose, 100%.
Chief? Sandy, main screen. Chief! It's Golden Goose, and we've got it.
We're going to be real popular.
Incoming transmission. Brace yourselves. Lorenzo. Lorenzo.
Sandy. Cockpit.
Lorenzo. Big brother, come in.
Hulk.
Brother? It's me. It's been a long 3 years. We can't stay on this frequency. IBS knows you have Golden Goose. They've accused you of theft of corporate secrets. Keep flying. I'm sending you a data packet. Don't worry about me. I'm safe. Just get out of here.
Haruka.
Signing off.
Sandy!
Ready to assist.
What's in that data packet?
Coordinates for a landing strip. Distance 1,600 miles.
This bird is held together by duct tape and wishful thinking.
So what do we do, Chief?
I know a specialty. Whatever they won't see coming. Punch it.